trust me, come with a real. He hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Joe by Small Rex.
What up, though?
Young Chris.
Dude, I look huge in this
Luke Skywalker. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream. Shout out to my cousin Shannon and her new husband Amon, who got married over the weekend. Also, shout out to my boy Darius at Dick's for hooking me up with the shoes.
Shout out.
Last minute wedding shopping.
Yeah. Shout out to Ty and Victoria, two Lady Jane's employees. Their birthdays are today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Happy birthday. Ty's a real one.
Victoria's
a real one, too, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good people
super
around
cool
here.
Human beings.
Happy birthday to both of them. And we do, before we start, because I do want to talk about the weekend a little bit. I shot 36 holes of golf on Sunday.
That's insane.
That was tough. Like, I was sore after. Like, the next day, my hips and my shoulders from all the, swinging, were pretty sore. But I talked Darius into it. It was funny. Because our friend Dante was out there, too. I was like, dude, let's just do another 18. He's like, dude, I got a wife and kids. I was like, all right, that's fine. But Darius, I talked him into it because, he was like, dude, Katie's going to kill me. I was like, no. She already said you can golf today, all right? You just are doing more golf than she expected. It's going to be – she already canceled today out. Like, you golfing today? Boom. Sunday doesn't matter. No plans. He's like, no, dude, it's not like that. I ended up texting her and telling her. I was like, dude, you shouldn't have told her, first of all. But she just wouldn't have known. She would just been like, okay, you're back from golf.
Yeah.
She said she was okay with it, and he started loving it. And then he got buyer's remorse after the turn. Like, he was about to leave again. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Finally talked him into it.
You are a gaslighter.
She goes, but no, listen. He goes home after, right? And she calls me. And she's like, yeah, he's being a bitch. I would have been totally fine with it the whole time if you just would have told me. And he got all hype, and then we went to Gentleman's Club that night, too. So,
nice.
Yeah. It was a good Saturday.
Just you and Darius?
Avery went to the club with us. We golfed with. There were 6 of us, and then Paulie and Stash also did 18 more with me and Darius.
Shout out.
It was a long day. It was fun though. Great weekend. Shout out Memorial Day.
Golf-a-thon.
Yeah, so I had a lot of fun. But we have an update that I wanted to show you guys.
Yeah.
There's the graphic in there. I put it in there already, Chris.
I think I saw this.
Another one of the New Orleans prisoners has been captured, and you guys know that we did kind of a Deadpool on this, who would be the last one surviving. And Chris's guy, or is that Nick's guy?
That's Nick's guy.
Yeah, Nick's guy. Luther, what was it?
Linton Van Buren.
Yeah, he was captured. So our inmate is one of the last 2 remaining.
I'm telling you, he sought out our advice. He didn't sought out our advice, but he heard it.
It was sage advice.
He took to it. It was fucking pro advice.
Yeah, you could pass off as a stud. You're very studdy. So.
What's crazy is the guy I thought would get caught first. The guy I clowned the most.
Yeah?
Because his fucking tattoos on his face. It was one of the final 2.
So
his odds were probably crazy.
More updates on that guy. Yeah. Apparently, he was like the mastermind of the whole murder thing that most of them got arrested for.
Were they all arrested for the same murder?
It was a couple murders, like a ring of the murders around New Orleans.
A ring of assassins.
Yeah,
fucking escape prison.
This guy was the mastermind, I guess. It kind of like Joey Morrison. Shout out, free Joey. He is free, but he is also best friends with Lil Wayne's dad.
His real dad?
Yeah, his real dad, Rabbit or whatever they call him. And I guess he's escaped prison multiple times.
Antoine Massey?
The guy with the face tattoos, yeah.
He's a fucking pro?
So he's just like
New Orleans.
He's like the New Orleans El Chapo. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Just give him a pardon at this point.
Yeah. You made it, dude.
Yeah,
the
for
system.
Real. Honestly, the one that wins, they should,
Yeah.
Give him a cash prize.
Put him on probation. But all right, man.
Yeah.
You survived.
You won. Yeah.
Just don't fuck up again.
That's crazy.
But they're all murderers. That's the only thing. That's crazy. Is that true? All that's real?
Yep. I was looking at the tweets earlier. I went down a little rabbit hole.
So you think
there's pictures of him chilling with Lil Wayne's dad, and I guess they're really good friends.
Think Lil Wayne's dad's funding that a little bit? Maybe that's why he's gotten away?
I mean, I think it's there. You don't just accidentally escape prison multiple times.
Our boy Linton.
That's a very specific list of people.
Yeah.
That El Chapo belongs to. So there has to be some kind of help.
He's a 4-time escapee.
4-time escapee, says our guy Trav.
That's crazy.
Bro, he needs a belt.
Yeah,
That's like
dude.
UFC. He's a heavyweight.
Never lost. 4 for 4. Never lost.
4 for 4.
If you escape prison 4 times, that's like Michael Schofield shit. Like
When I looked at, I saw Linton got found in Baton
Rouge, yeah.
What are you still doing in Louisiana?
Probably the most populated city in Louisiana, too.
Get the fuck out of Louisiana.
I guess that's kind of a
Blend hindsight.
hide in plain sight kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the place where it's the highest population density in Louisiana outside of New Orleans.
I mean, if you're killing people, you got ops.
yeah, that's
Like,
true.
people are looking for you. People want you dead, or people want you back in prison. So you're staying in fucking Louisiana.
Yeah.
Well, you
Maybe he
murdered
went to-
somebody.
Maybe he went to chill with Brian Kelly. Went to go hang out with his family. you know.
Family.
No.
That's crazy to me. But I'm fucking Derek. What's his name? What's our guy's name? Derek Brown?
Derek Groves. I
Derek
think.
Groves.
Let me pull it up.
I think it is
one
Derek
time.
Groves, yeah.
Derek Groves. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
Derek
out
Groves.
to.
So we got one more to beat, though. I mean, we win.
The
yeah,
mastermind.
but I'm just gonna be so upset because it's like a fucking 8 seed versus a 1.
8C versus a 1.
Like, if we lose to the 8 seed, I'm gonna be a little upset.
Well, I
I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna
He's
lie.
a 4-time escapee. This
Yeah.
is like
True.
going up against
That's
Jordan,
true.
dude.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, this is the Raptors versus Warriors finals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we need a little bit of luck.
What if
from the
what if he
basketball
calls
gods.
what if he calls him on the burner phone? He calls the other escapee, the mastermind. He's just like, I always knew it was gonna come down to me and you. And then just click and hangs up. That would be crazy.
What if it all ends with Mr. Beast? Like, you won! Like, it's all Mr. Beast challenge.
Hey,
What's the mechanical bull about? What's that?
Spencer?
Oh, dude,
I'll
that's-
show you in a second.
I just
It-
saw that
I
tweet. That's
instantly
wild.
thought of you and me at the same time. Steve-O Baby says, Spencer, would you try the prison food? No, probably not. I heard it's really gross, and I have no, like, I'll just eat regular food.
Not even toilet wine?
No, not the toilet wine. I do kind of want to, when they make, like, the Cheeto loaf, I kind of want to try that. Because, like, what does it taste? It doesn't look good, but everybody's like, oh, it's so good.
I've never seen the Cheeto loaf.
It's with, like, the ramen and the Cheetos where they, like, step on it.
I think prison food's better than jail food.
Yes, for
Or vice
sure.
versa, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Prison food, because, yeah.
Jail food wasn't that bad. I mean, it might.
Jail food's like a bologna sandwich, right? Like,
yeah, depending where you're at. Every Friday in Oakland County is bologna.
Yeah, I'll eat a bologna sandwich.
Bologna for breakfast, bologna for lunch,
Bologna's for dinner.
bologna for dinner.
Hey, 3 hots and a cot, dude. You can't, I mean, it's not.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, but the mechanical bull thing. So this guy put this tweet out, blew up, super viral tweet to everybody, like millions and millions and millions of views.
This is why.
And he said, a girl just told me she ghosted me because I got too drunk and rolled the mechanical bull 3 times in our first date. So I thought of me, obviously.
Real life spinning situation.
Because that one night at, what was it?
Wild Coyotes.
At Coyote Joe's.
Coyote Joe's, yeah.
I was riding the mechanical bull straight faced because that was after we beat the Kansas
He's
City
like,
Chiefs.
very pissed. It was like,
Apparently I was killing it. And
you were locked in.
I was just
My man was trying to get you, dude. You were just fucking.
locked
But no,
in.
like no emotion. It was weird. You were dead. There was no light behind your eyes. You were just fucking on that
Just
thing.
went full serial killer mode, blacked out. This was after the Lions beat the Chiefs opening night of the season. So I was, here.
Mind you, we
partying
couldn't
the-
find you. Like, we lost you.
Yeah. I was
And then we
walking
found
around.
a crowd around the bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spinning.
Just blank face.
He is serial killer mode on the bowl.
Do you
Yeah,
have videos of that?
I
No
do-
shoes either.
We do have videos of this somewhere. We got
Yeah, they might have. Yeah, I think it do.
But
have video.
I also thought of you because your drunken mishap at the Lions game. If you could explain that to
Which one?
about what you do to dates at the Lions game because you're too drunk. And this is the same kind of thing. Like,
Oh yeah,
Scaring
losing
the
first
hose,
date.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
just scaring the hose.
All right, so this is like, I'm proud of myself. 19 years old. Like I built my credit off of Detroit Lions season tickets. I'd either grab my boy because they did well at that point. I got the tickets, and then we signed Glover Quinn. We signed Reggie Bush, is why I got the tickets. But anyway, the Lions were doing well. I would take either one of my boys. I have them pay market value for the seats, which would pay for both of ours. Boom, paying off of that in the credit card.
Yeah.
Or I would take a bitch. And one time I took this girl. She was bad, and I'm a Lions fan, like to the fucking core. All right. And I'm a couple Long Islands deep because for whatever reason, that's just what I drink. Every
That's
time
your
I
thing.
tell someone that, they judge me about it. Like it's whatever. I can handle them.
Long Island's are good.
Just not this night.
Catch one from Peanut Barrel in East Lansing.
Shout out. Yeah, not this night. I told Shorty. Like, I told her playfully, obviously, I'm saying, like, you better cheer on third downs, you know. No, I meant that shit. So fucking. It's like third quarter, fourth quarter, and she's not fucking cheering. She's not like
Not getting into it.
no, not on her feet, nothing. Not even just clapping, just sitting down.
Yeah.
So I was fucking like, you better fucking get up and cheer. I'm never taking you back. All like fucking slurring, stuttering and shit, and yeah, that's
Did you hit?
no,
Yeah.
no.
That's fair.
I don't think I did.
I got 2 numbers.
I might have not that night. That's for sure.
I got 2 numbers off Aura alone at the bar on
Friday?
Yeah, because there's there were DJs too. You know, there was a couple DJs before the girl that did her performance. Celine, I think was her name, or something like. She's a Detroit artist. She put on a great show.
Yeah.
But the 2 DJs were playing, and one guy played Bohemian Rhapsody, and I word for word, bar for bar, belting it top of
It's
my
a
lungs.
great fucking song.
Getting into it, hitting all the
Yeah.
beat drops and everything. And 2 girls walked up to me after and were like, "Can I get your Snapchat?" Didn't talk to either of them. I'm like, "Yeah,
Damn, that's good.
yeah."
See,
That's why I want to go to,
that's how I was rolling
because
back in the
I
day.
feel like I would do great at a music festival.
Yeah.
Probably for sure.
Like especially Faster Horse. Well, I'd have to learn some of the Faster Horses.
I would do great.
I don't know. I know a lot of country songs. I think
I know a
I
lot of
could
country songs.
survive. So I think Faster Horses. I would give me a pair of overalls.
My
and a
brother
fucking
went-
cowboy hat, dude.
And I was
Little bit of
nervous for
straw
him.
A little bit of chaw. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be cleaning up. And also, I think at movement, I would do very well.
So yeah, my brother, he's, you know, I'm kind of a little bit of a crash out. He's also a crash out. He's not even a crash out. He just does dumb shit.
Yeah.
Just starting fights, like he's a wild boy. And he was going to Faster Horses. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good combination for you, man. But no, he pulled.
Pulled? Yeah.
Like, I mean, you got to think about it too. Like, you're the only other, you're like the one black guy.
Oh, yeah.
And the girls that are curious and drunk
for
enough
sure.
to see you vibing and what they fuck with.
Absolutely.
That's all you.
Easy money.
Easy money. He cleaned
Yeah.
up. I was
Oh,
all
yeah.
right. I mean, he didn't get jumped.
See, I feel like I know country music very, enough to I know all the hits.
Yeah.
I can sing all the hits. I could chug some beer. And I'm a good performer. So
Yeah.
I think, and I'm a big guy.
The only reason why I didn't go that following year he went is that none of it's like good like artists.
Yeah.
They're like lesser known artists. Like, they
Yeah,
can't
I would just
afford
go
to
to
have
parties, honestly.
So the songs though, they're not like ones you would know.
Is that what
really.
people do? They just go to parties?
Yeah, I would. I don't know. I've never been to any type of music festival ever. One of my biggest regrets.
I went to Rolling Loud in Miami.
The shit's lit.
That was the best weekend of my
Yeah,
life.
see, I wish I
I'm
went
not
to
even
Electric
joking.
Forest.
Spencer
before it
almost
was,
didn't
like,
make it back that
Yeah,
week.
it was, and like the lineup was insane. It was literally Kendrick, ASAP, Travis Scott, Lil Wayne, Future, Migos, Lil Uzi Vert, Denzel Curry, XX Tentacion, Mac Miller, like literally Gucci, everybody you could think of. YG, they were.
That's fucking
It was nuts. It was nuts. Even like the undercards were like ASAP Ferg in the Mob, Flatbush Zombies, Post Malone. Like it was crazy.
See, I think I blame myself because we didn't miss out.
Joey Badass.
But we should have went when they were prime because like now the tickets are more expensive.
Yeah.
Less bigger name artists are going. Like back then, even Coachella's like dying out now.
Mm-hmm.
There's not that many big artists that go into it.
There was one day, I think it was Saturday, on one stage all in a row. It went XXX Tentacion right after he dropped "Look at Me."
Yeah.
So it was, and he's from Miami, so
Oh
it was.
my gosh,
he
it's
played it.
like
He played it
crazy.
3 times. It was nuts.
Yeah.
And then Denzel Curry, also
there a
from
mosh
Miami.
pit at all for that song?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We were front rail too.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, shit was nuts.
XX was turning.
Then it went YG,
Rest in
Gucci,
peace.
Joey Badass, Kendrick Lamar, all in a row on the same stage.
Damn.
It was fucking nuts, dude.
That was fucking hard.
Yeah.
Steve O'Baby said, Spencer, did any of those girls recognize you? No, that's not the crowd that would recognize me, probably. Not really in
EDM.
their algorithm.
Yeah, no.
But
Nope.
one of the bartenders did. I
Yeah.
think 2 of the bartenders did. And so that was pretty cool. It was a good time. Like I
That
said.
is the best for us when we do take a girl downtown.
Oh yeah.
Get a couple of those interactions. They're ready to have your child.
Dude,
By the end of
I'm
that.
pretty.
That's,
I got a perfect record on that right now.
You know
I'm
what's-
I'm like 11 for 11 in the past
complete game
couple
pitch.
months. Yeah, dude.
You know what's weird with me is that I only got recognized one time when I was like out with the girl.
Young
But it was
son!
a friend. It was a friend at a Pistons game, so it was like, okay, similar crowd, that works there. But where I get almost consistently recognized, like I'm talking almost every other time, is Ubers to Detroit.
Oh yeah.
It's really
Oh, wow.
weird.
Yeah,
You got
they're,
that's probably what they're doing.
they're just watching
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
the whole time, probably.
Yeah, that makes
So they
sense.
pick somebody up.
And I got my guy on the golf course. I didn't get his name.
That's
but
why I shout out Darius. Darius recognized me at the
Yeah.
Dick's. Got me these fucking, I don't even know what they're called. What are these? Hanukkahs?
I don't know.
Hookahs?
Haiku?
Haiku? I don't know. They're fucking comfortable as shit.
They
though.
look comfortable.
Yeah, they fucking.
Oh, the hookah or hokas or whatever.
Yes,
Hoka.
Yeah,
Hoka, yeah.
I got those on too. Yeah, they're
Dog,
nice.
super comfortable. I have like ridiculously wide feet. No arch in my foot.
Yeah, but I saw somebody on the golf course. He recognized me. He said, "Hey, I believe in Marcus Davenport." I was like, "Let's go."
That's fine.
That's awesome.
So yeah, shout out to you guys. Honestly,
For real, I love you guys. All right, guys, smash that like button. We gotta go to break.
we do got to go to break.
Talk about
We're
Planet
just
Fitness.
glazing ourselves for the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where everybody, we mean everybody, can get a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card and get used to amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where fitness is essential.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner? Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Massage Chair House, brought to you by my guy, Dr. Eric Duncan, the leader of the #1 massage chair review channel on YouTube. Catch him at the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road out there in Bloomfield Hills, guys. MassageChairHouse.com. What up, welcome back to Woodward. It's live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy Joe by Small Rax, young Chris, Luke Skywalker. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Our guy Nicholas will be at the Tigers game tonight, so if you guys are going out there, keep an eye out. Maybe we'll find you, do a little bit of an interview. But speaking of those Tigers, Spinny, I had some stuff I want to talk about. Let's get to the breaking news. Winsell Perez activated off IL.
Yep.
However,
We're back.
it's the old switcheroo because Matt
Well, the
Bailey
fast one on us there.
is going back on IL with a sore right shoulder or inflamed
Yeah, a little flare up.
right shoulder.
Yeah.
Which sucks. And he actually looks pretty decent.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What are your reaction to that news? What is your reaction
It
to that news, I should
sucks.
say?
Kind of forces Javi Baez to third base now a little bit. So you don't like that as much. You would have been more comfortable with him in center. But Wenzel is a good player to get back. He takes good at bats, and yeah, he's a good fielder. He's not great, but he's good. So it sucks to lose Vierling, but you kind of got, I don't want to say an even trade getting Wenzel back because Vierling's a little bit better, but
yeah.
Wenzel is still
More versatile, too. I
Yeah,
feel like.
yeah, for sure. But Wenzel still. I mean, Wenzel could play the middle infield as
Listen,
well.
brother, I'll take as long as Akil Baddoo is going back.
Yeah, no. Parker Meadows is also trending to return to the Tigers very soon. He just hit a home run in AAA the other night, so that was good to see. You would have liked to see Fairley stay healthy, obviously, but geez, man.
Super chat from nobody. It says Chris getting recognized as K9, no gimp suit. Wow.
That would be that would be
crazy.
insane if I was mistaken for Pete. That would be insane.
Oh man, that'd be so fucking funny. Dude.
Chris would lose his mind, dude.
You probably do have you'd have the crazy interactions because the K9 allegations and then the young sus allegations.
None of them stuck. None of them stuck.
I could imagine you like like sus.
Undefeated. Never lost.
Never lost.
Undefeated.
Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris.
What do you pop with the question, by the way?
What's up? Look at my face is getting red. Back to you guys. Sports.
It's good. It's good. It's good to hear Perez is back because you needed him with Vierling going back down, and hopefully Parker Meadows, his nerve is awake for good. Shout out to nobody in the chat. He says, "Love you."
Shout out nobody.
Shout out nobody. Oh man.
Ooh.
Honey butter biscuit, bro. So I just think that, like I said, this is not the end of the world for the Tigers. Vierling, it was good to have you back. We hardly knew you, though. It sucks, man. But getting Perez back, hopefully he stays a little bit longer.
What about you, Skywalker?
I don't know, kind of like what you guys said. Like, you don't want to lose Vierling, but not a bad player, so we'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah, only, again, to the Kill Vadu stuff. Like, he had, 2 hits his entire time up?
Yeah.
Vierling had 2 just in this short time.
And I was really...
and one of them was a pitch hit, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I was really happy to get both Vierling and Perez back so we wouldn't have to see Kerry Carpenter in the outfield as much as we have been.
Yeah.
But baseball gods giveth and they taketh away.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. But hopefully Parker's rehab assignment ends up soon and then we get another outfielder back. Because Kerry Carpenter is not an everyday outfielder, man. He's made some bad plays out there. But we shouldn't have asked him to be. We knew it was going to be like that. But luckily, your better defensive outfielders are getting healthy.
I forgot what the hell I was going to ask next. I kind of want to talk about the Guardian series a little bit, too. That was kind of... Well, Skubal.
I don't really want to talk about that. I'd rather talk about Skubal than the
rest. Well, that's what I was going to say, because Skubal's performance was so good, it made me forget the 3 we lost in a row before.
Yeah, I honestly
it felt like we won the series.
I was about to start talking shit to some Guardians fans. Then I was like, oh, damn, they beat us 3 times.
Skubal was so good. Kyder Montero picked up after him. There's a little residue left.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That was fucking nuts.
Little taste left.
Okay, I heard you and Neil talking about the... I didn't hear all of it.
Yeah.
But Skubal versus Verlander talk?
Yeah.
Too early?
Too early.
Okay, I'm glad.
A couple more years.
Okay. Years?
Yes.
I respect.
Verlander's all-star 5 straight seasons in a row for the Tigers. So, like...
Dude, I looked it up. He has 23 complete games.
Yeah, he had...
in
2011 and 2012, he had 10 combined complete games.
He also had... I remember specifically 2 years in a row against the Oakland A's. Complete games in those situations, too.
Yeah, and there was...
In the playoffs.
Yeah, no, he's one of the best pitchers of all time. And that's why, Skubal can get there, but Verlander has done this for 20 years. And, he's really good. So I didn't want to do that. The thing that Neil was saying that... Because he had an 8-6 WAR, which is just absolutely insane. But Neil's like, he had so many pitches and he played so many innings that's going to happen. Skubal will never have that many innings. But he did lead the league in innings in 2011 where he had 251. But he also had a sub-1 whip. He had a 920 whip in 250 innings, which is fucking nuts. Like, to do that for that long, the guy is...
Did he have a 2.4 ERA in 2011 too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 240. Yeah. He's
with a hell like
24 wins,
multiple complete
34
games.
starts on the season, and he had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive seasons of 30 or more starts for the Detroit Tigers. So that is kind of like consistency that cannot be replaced in 2 years. And Skubal has been very good in 2 years, but he's going to need to do it for a couple more years before I put him over JV.
And I love him too. Like, absolutely for sure. Has the talent to do that. Maybe I don't want to say that, but the no-hitters that JV already had, like he has multiples.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Skubal's
he's down that path.
Skubal's performance on Sunday was just as good as any no-hitter I've seen. Like, what he did on Sunday, striking out 13 batters in 94 pitches is fucking stupid. Like, you're not supposed to do that. When you have a complete game shutout of 13 or more strikeouts, you should be at like 120 pitches. But the guy was just at one of the most efficient performances I've ever seen. No walks. He has a sub-1 walks per 9 innings this year, which is nuts. Like, the guy, and his strikeouts, I think, are 12.5 or almost 13. So, yeah, he is on a torrid pace this year.
And the final pitch to put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
103.
103. Yeah,
Hasn't been done
absolutely
since.
wicked stuff.
Hasn't been done since JV.
Yeah. That's what Verlander used to do, but yeah, he'd be 120 pitches into the ninth inning and be throwing 102 miles an hour. It was some of the Verlander is my favorite Tiger of all time, so I'm a little jaded, but yeah, Skubal, if he does it for 2 or 3 more years, then I would not be mad about you saying that. But
how much does playoff success matter in that equation?
it matters for sure. I mean,
Verlander had a wave. His team was stacked.
Verlander's team was
Versus
stacked,
Skubal.
But
and
that's what I'm
people
saying.
Yeah.
people blame that are blaming Verlander for the Giants series are stupid because the Tigers had 6 runs in that series.
And they didn't have a bullpen then either.
They got choked out by the Giants pitching staff. So I don't blame Verlander for anything. Baseball is way different when it comes to playoff success, gauging greatness,
Especially for pitchers.
especially for pitchers.
You have your one game, maybe 2.
But that can be the thing that turns I don't know. It's weird.
It could be like some
elite
display,
players
right?
into all timers, and then. But if you're a great player, you're a great player. Like Aaron Judge is one of the greatest hitters of all time with what he's done over the past 6 years is just absolutely nuts. But he is one of the worst postseason chokers per capita, compared to what he is ever. He's got a 205 average in 58 postseason games. But right now he is having one of the best years in the history of baseball. So it's weird. It's weird to judge it like that. So I'm not going to put a couple starts in the postseason against Justin Verlander because he's also done it in the postseason.
He's also had great postseason performances too.
Yeah, I think in 2017 or whatever year it was for the Astros, he was the ALCS MVP, and he's won 2 World Series. So
yeah,
I'm not going to hold his postseason blunders in Detroit against him.
I can tell it's an uncomfortable conversation for you.
It is because I love both of them.
Yeah.
I love Tarik Skubals. He's one of my favorite Tigers of all time too.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of pitching, and when I see a guy that is like Tarik Skubals, who's this big horse lefty throwing over 100 miles an hour and just dominating people, yeah, I love Tarik Skubals. But Justin Verlander is my favorite Tiger of all time, and I don't like what he did for the Tigers being thrown under the table because it was extremely important.
You're a bigger baseball guy than I, Skywalker.
I think you got to give Skubal a couple more years. He's got to play consistent for a while before we say he's better than Verlander.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I mean,
yeah, and if you want to have, the peak on peak is what they were arguing.
It's still Verlander.
It's still Verlander because Verlander's best season, he had more strikeouts,
more
better
complete
whip,
games,
and
no hitters,
more strikeouts, a better whip, a better WAR, and he had 24 wins.
Cade Upton.
Yeah. Skubal's fantastic. He's probably number 2. You look at Mickey Lolich too and Jack Morris that were also, up there as well. But, yeah. See, Anson Wells says Mickey Lolich. Yeah, Jack Morris. Those guys were playoff performers. There's no doubt in that. But pure stuff, it's Verlander or Skubal. And I'm going to have to give Skubal a couple more years before I put him over JV.
I mean, you can even argue JV hasn't fallen off till last year.
Yeah, and this year he's doing pretty well.
Last year to say Skywalker.
Last year was bad.
huh?
Were you still talking?
Oh, I was going to say, no, K. Upton definitely puts him above Skubal, 100%.
Yeah, Verlander, we looked at it. I talked about already. He had 9 consecutive seasons of 34 or more starts for the Detroit Tigers.
Shout out to Anson Wells.
And then he had 1 year of 20, and that was 2015. And then he had 4 more seasons of 30 or more starts. And in his career, he is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-time All-Star, 3 Cy Youngs, 2 second-place Cy Young finishes, and he was in MVP contention 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And the last time he won a Cy Young and an MVP contention was 2022.
Career 3.3 ERA too.
Yeah, he has almost as many strikeouts as innings pitched, spanning across a 20-year career.
Would you say he was a power pitcher as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the other crazy
Oh,
part.
yeah, and he's still pumping 96.
Longevity.
He's still pumping 96, 97. The guy's a freak.
One of the best pitchers of all time.
Yes.
Love Skubal. He's got to head down that road.
He's got his
foot on the path.
He's got his foot on the path, and he's had 2 seasons that absolutely spring him into a conversation, but you got to do it a couple more times.
I'm not mad at that at all. Let's go to break. Maybe talk return to some of the other guys from injury. You also have some Lions news on here, something to do with Alex Anzalone and his alleged contract holdout. Before we get into that, Spinny, I'm sorry, Chris, tell us about that merch.
Let me tell you about that merch. If you need some Detroit sports merch, head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today. They got everything for you. They got hoodies, tees, hats, all of that guaranteed to turn heads. So head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today and get gear for any team, any season.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Les Stanford Chevrolet has deals for everybody. You can get a 2025 Envision Preferred all-wheel drive for $259 per month, or a 2025 Hummer EV SUV for $699 per month. Don't forget about the 2025 Sierra Double Cab Elevation for $169 per month. Scan that QR code on the screen right there, or check them out at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. Les Stanford, let's ride.
Xavier D. This is my first ball game. Was Mickey Lolick versus Wilbur Wood. I thought baseball was the most boring game possible. I didn't get there, but like when pitchers are going off like that, yeah, it's gonna feel that way.
Mm-hmm. But I love pitchers. Like I love watching pitching. I've always liked pitchers more than hitters.
I like power pitchers. Or my man, we got one of them. Guys that like do like the slingshot thing almost.
Yeah, submariners.
Yeah. You know what else the reason why I think the Guardians are good, bro, the arms in their outfield is fucking insane.
Yep.
When I was at that game Friday, it was ridiculous.
Kiersky Noel has a cannon, dude. Absolute cannon.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Mm-hmm. Stephen Kwan's got a good arm, too. Yeah, the Tigers don't really have a lot of elite arms in their outfield. Riley Green's is all right. It's not really elite.
Yeah.
It's good.
Well, Parker's
more
for making catches.
Parker's more making catches. Zach McKinstry's got the best arm on our team.
Shout out to him. Yesterday got one.
Wenzel probably second. Javi might be second. I don't know, but we've never really had that many elite arms out there, except for like Al Kaline, obviously. But
yeah,
Max Clark has a plus arm, so
okay.
When he's out there, like he's got a cannon.
I guess it just put it in perspective to me because like Cleveland, everyone's been kind of shaky on like their record and how they got there. Going there Friday and watching it,
it's their defense and it's the arms coming out of their bullpen at the end of close games. They have three guys that are just absolutely dominant coming out of that bullpen. So when they have a lead going into the seventh inning, man, it's really tough to win games against them. And we've got a couple guys in our bullpen that are doing that same thing. Will Vest has been absolutely lights out in the month of May with 0 earned runs, 3 saves, I believe. Canely is back. Brisky, I love seeing Bo Brisky doing what he's doing. So the end of our bullpen has really solidified itself. I think they're kind of just looking for one more guy, and I expect that to be Tyler Holton in a little bit. I think he's going to shake off some of the rust and get back to what he was. But it's good to see Canely and Vest and Brisky performing the way they are.
Yeah, Cade Smith kid, new demon to worry about.
Chase Lee, the pitcher
for Guardians.
Oh, Guardians. No, yeah, Caden Smith. Yeah, he's
fucking.
Yeah,
out.
he's
they got him in fucking Class A.
Class A, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
They're series.
They're
that's
two of the
actually
best
tough
bullpen
to
arms
do.
in the league.
Yeah,
and Class A was off to a little struggle of start, but he's picked it up since then.
Yeah, I told you I went there with my family on Friday on my dad's side. I didn't know him too well.
Yeah.
And like once Class A came out, I was like, all right, yeah,
we can go.
Yeah, I'm about to get out of here.
Yeah, he's really good. But that's what elite teams are. Like that's what the Tigers have been hard to win against because if they have a league going into the 8th and 9th, you got Canley and Vest, and both of those guys have been lights out. So
Yeah.
It sucks. But they didn't even gain any ground on us. Relax.
Well, I'm not even tripping because a lot of our
they
guys
didn't
were
gain
hurt.
any ground on us. They gained one game and then lost it immediately because they lost and we won.
Green had the day off. Didn't McKinstry get a day off too?
Yep.
And obviously the fact that they got the day off, I mean, they were worn down.
Mm-hmm.
Veerling didn't come back to the very tail end of the series. Like, I'm not even tripping off that series at all because I feel like half our guys weren't available or at 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're banged up. You look at that, like we talked about, Wenzel Perez,
And that
Parker
Friday
Meadows.
was a rain game, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
not Friday, but Thursday.
Wenzel Perez, Parker Meadows, and Matt Veerling are 3 of your, like, top 6 bats.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, those guys are important to have back in this lineup.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like I said, Perez can stay up longer than Veerling did.
And the aggressive base running we have too, like having like Veerling.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Veerling is a good athlete. Perez is a good athlete. Obviously, Parker Meadows is the best athlete on the team. So
Skubal has taken the lead in the poll, 54%
over
vote
Verlander.
Skubal, yeah.
Yeah,
So who's better?
Recency bias.
It could be maybe like on a right now thing.
it's a recency bias.
Yeah, recency.
Because like I said,
he did
even
Sunday.
if,
I mean, I don't
if
blame
this
it.
is what you want to call Skubal's peak, what he is right now,
Yeah.
we'll have to see at the end of the season. But I doubt his season is going to be better than Verlander's Cy Young MVP year.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
And again, if the Tigers go all the way and do something and get
Yeah, if
to
he wins if he wins the
you're
Cy
gonna
Young
have
again,
that.
which if the season ended today, he wouldn't win the Cy Young.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be
Who do you think would get it?
Max Fried. He's got a sub-2 ERA. He's 7-0. He's for the Yankees. He's Max Fried would win the Cy Young.
I remember the
if
game
the season
he had.
ended today. But Skubal's got all the the strikeout statistics and the base on balls is what Skubal has. So as the season progresses, his numbers are going to probably be better, and Max Fried is kind of injury prone. So we'll see what happens there. But if this is what you want to call Skubal's best stuff, which maybe it is, maybe it's not. He's still getting better than he was last year.
I didn't know Anson was a baseball guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I didn't even know.
Verlander's peak was
He's one of the best pitchers of all time.
he was the best player in the league. He was Cy Young MVP. Like that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Literally a pitcher.
Yeah.
Got MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're not really touching that. Any comments on the Guardian series? Skywalker?
No comment.
Yeah.
Damn, you guys hurt like that.
It hurts. I mean, you had a good
We
opportunity.
got built-in excuses. Let them out.
There's no built-in excuses. You've been winning all year with the same team. I'm
On to the
not
next.
blaming this team on anything. I think that you want to win some of those games. You have to win some of those games. And obviously,
We
you got
got
the
one.
one from Skubal. But if you had a really good opportunity, if you won that series or at least split it, you would have been up like 5.5 on the Guardians, and that's important. But now, they didn't gain any ground, so it's not like it was a failure.
Yeah.
But
there's a
you
lot
lost
of
the series.
A lot of situations. Let's just go back to the Dodgers series. I guess last time we had this conversation really about the Tigers, which is crazy. But runners in scoring position, I feel like we were there. We couldn't get anybody home.
Yeah.
We just did not play good baseball.
Yeah.
No.
That series.
The defense is fucking
all
great.
really it is.
Their defense is really good. Their pitching they're a good team.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason they're always there. There's a reason they were in the ALCS last year. They're a good team. So and they got our number for whatever reason. So you're gonna have to grind out some wins against them. But I'm looking at the Twins. Dude, it's a tough division, man.
I think fucking 1 year
Yeah.
we take this step.
That's a theme for Detroit, man.
The Royals aren't that far behind the Twins either.
No, the Royals are good.
Growing across all the sports. I mean, you always complain about the NFC North now all of a sudden getting good. You see the Pistons are in a tough division in the NBA. Like Tigers, there's really not. And the Wings, they always say that conference is relentless. I don't know about division. Spencer could speak more to that, but
Yeah, the East is insane in the NHL.
Yeah, the wild card standings right now is all Central.
Yep. And then you got the White Sox. And the White Sox aren't even the worst team. Like the Rockies
about to break their
They
record.
might break the record, dude. They're so bad. They've only won 9 games.
That's insane. Yeah, I think they're on pace to win 18
Yeah.
or 20 something on the season.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah.
Shout out. Let's go to break. Come back. Maybe some Lions. Maybe some Montero. Maybe talk to some of these guys that did come back. I'll cross Veerling out. You kind of did talk about that one. Rip. What do you think about Mize start coming back? Actually,
It's good.
or do you want to say that for a topic?
Yeah. Well,
All right. Lions, baby. But first, tell us about Loom.
why don't you tell us about Jars? Jars.
Cannabis, ladies and gentlemen, they got the best top shelf quality, unmatched variety, price for the people. Find one near you by visiting shopjars.com. They got 27 locations across the great state of Michigan, including 9 right here in Metro Detroit. If you're Milan, Madison Heights, or Grand Rapids, the Jars coming to you soon too. It's visit shopjars.com.
Are you a real Detroit sports fan? Woodward Sports is here to give you all the Detroit sports you can handle. Weekdays, make sure you're locked in on Wake Up Woodward from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Followed by Big D Energy with Neil Rule and Darren McCarty from 11 a.m. to 1. Up next, you can't miss Ermanni and Edwards with Maz from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And finish the day out with the bad boys of Detroit sports media, the Woodward Heavyweights, from 5 to 7 p.m. Okay, wait, that isn't enough for you, you sports freak? Check out Woodward Wings, Woodward Ringside, and the Lions Weekly Update every Sunday with Broder, Terry Foster, and Sean Beligian. Subscribe on YouTube for all our great content, and make sure you're following on all social media, X, IG, Facebook, and TikTok. You want sports? We got you covered. Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports. The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. This ball is gone! Boys are back in town. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
Spring is in the air. Michigan is buzzing. 7.5 milligrams of real THC wrapped in bubbles, crafted with real fruit juice, no artificial sweeteners, big in flavor, low in calories, and 100% hangover free. It's all bubbles, no troubles. Catch it in watermelon, cherry, and strawberry, or try one of the 2 brand new flavors, which are raspberry lemonade and peach. Crack a can, take a sip, and catch a buzz. Available at any of Loom's 38 locations across Michigan. Use the code that is on the screen, WSN30, for 30% off your entire order, online or in store. Go to www.loom.com today.
Hey.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. Means by Small Rax.
Hello.
Young Chris, Luke Skywalker. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Smash that like button. Spinny, we had our first, I saw somebody comment in the Woodward Sports chat, the Alex Zaloni has a lot of people split. But from our experience, a lot of people are on, like, pay Enzo.
Gotta pay him.
It's not going to break you.
Yeah, no.
And I'm sure at 30 years old, he's not expecting more than 2-3 years.
Yep.
2 years, Rob. Give him 2 years. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Give him what you paid. I gotta be honest with you.
Derek Barnes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
deserves that, absolutely.
I even hate to sound this way. I probably would have rather paid Enzo than Derek Barnes.
Oh, 100%.
Is that disrespectful?
No.
I get Derek Barnes may offer you a little bit different, I guess, scenario-wise, at getting after the quarterback in that Sam spot.
Enzo's pretty good at getting after the quarterback, too.
I think Enzo's good at getting after the quarterback, too. I think he's even better in coverage.
Yes.
He's also a captain on your team.
Yeah.
His energy is unmatched. You saw when he returned against the Vikings.
You can feel it.
Fucking your practice squad of players playing defense. Mm-hmm. Everybody stood the fuck up in that game.
Yeah.
Amik Robinson shot Justin Jefferson.
Shut him down, dude.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, they're gonna get it done. I'm not worried about it. They know how important he is to this defense. They know how important he is to this team. Like you said, a captain, a leader in the locker room, and this is somebody who has been with Dan Campbell for pretty much his whole career. Like, he's been with Dan Campbell for a lot of this journey of his. And obviously, we know him and Aaron Glenn were real tight. So maybe this is something that didn't happen if Aaron Glenn's still here, but I don't think it's anything too much to think in or to read into. They're going to get the deal done. Anzalone's going to be playing this year. I'm not worried about it.
The reason why it's brought up again today is the Detroit Lions have signed Zach Cunningham. You may know him most from the Texans. He played there for 6 years. Played for the Titans, played for the Eagles, played for the Broncos. He's pretty much a journeyman at this point. Never was much of a
Had a couple big years.
He had a couple good years. I think 2020 he had 164 tackles.
Yeah. It's just depth.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I think it might even be training camp body, to be honest with you.
Yeah, just a depth body for the summer. Maybe he makes the team, maybe not. Who was the guy they signed last year that was like that?
I don't even know.
He actually ended up playing in some games.
I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head.
A linebacker?
Yeah, because he got cut from the
Kid
Titans.
from New York?
No, he was on the Titans. Remember, he was the captain on the Titans.
We signed him middle season,
cut.
I thought.
Yeah.
Damn it, I know exactly what you're talking about. Smaller guy. Walker?
I can't remember. But, yeah, this is going to be just the same kind of thing. As a guy who's played in the NFL, maybe you get him out there with Anzo. You're going to need – sounds like maybe this is going to lead into camp then if Anzalone comes out there. But this is just going to be a camp body.
That's what I'm looking at as.
You've already got a lot of linebackers ahead of him. Like with Malcolm's probably going to start the season on the PUP list. But you've still got Jack. You've got Derek Barnes, who's coming in healthy. You grabbed Stewart from Indianapolis. You've got, obviously, a couple of the guys that are going to be fighting for spots that were on this team last year.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Stewart made a little bit of an impact. Just listening to him speak, the hunger in his voice, knowing the type of guys they bring in.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be surprised if they turn him into something.
He's a Dan Campbell guy. He's going to be a guy. He's going to be your Jalen Reeves Maben replacement. Mm-hmm. He's going to do everything on special teams, and if you need him to take some snaps in the game, he's going to be able to, and he'll be able to do it on a high level. He goes sideline to sideline. He's not going to be a starter or anything like that or a superstar, I don't think, but I can see him making some important plays throughout the season as a solid depth piece. And then, like I said, you got the guys from last year when you look at Pittman, and you look at Nowaski and Neiman
Barnes is back,
and all the
Rodrigo coming back.
All those guys are going to be fighting for a spot on this team. So, you got a bunch of depth linebacker pieces that are going to be fighting it out.
Yeah, I think they got to bring back Anzo for every reason that we always said. Like the energy, just getting after the quarterback, the coverage where I like him the most, the fact that he's just very bothersome. He's a disruptor. You're never going to see the numbers flash out outside if you want to look at some PFF grades, but just a fucking nuisance. Yeah. A guy that's going to annoy the offense, be in their face, be obstructing all their plans that they got going on. He's a smart guy, too. Like, he's clearly not the most athletic guy out there. We've seen that when he first got here. But just the cerebral game that he plays allows him to excel at it. And I think that's huge for us, especially got this locker room full of young players.
His production and impact has far outpaid what the Lions have played him. He deserves a raise. He is going to get a raise. And you hear how Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, Kelvin Shepard, they talk about this guy. They know how important he is and how impactful he is to the defense. So
yeah,
I'm not worried about it.
It could also be like a veteran move where it's like, I don't think there's a mandatory minicamp. I'm pretty sure you had the option to because Kirby wasn't there till late.
Yeah.
He'll be there he might be there for training camp.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who knows? Like, it's his final year. Hey, I don't want to go get hurt in minicamp. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Mm-hmm. I came back with a fucking broken forearm, had an impact in that game, and then in the playoffs as well. I'm not going to go here on a contract year and get hurt doing something stupid in minicamp when I don't necessarily have to.
You got to pay the guy. Like, I think about when he got injured last season and how everyone kind of freaked out and they were like, our defense is like just not going to be the same. And it wasn't. And Anzalone is just a guy you want on the team. He is a Dan Campbell guy. Yeah. You know, he's just got that spirit of Detroit in him. Mm-hmm. And I think we definitely need him on this defense.
And I think, it comes down to, like, football is different than any other sport when it comes to contracts. And Easy always talks about this a lot, too, is that look, give him a 2-year contract, but like that second year is almost nothing. Like the way you can write contracts, like you could really just give him another year, 2 years, or you give him a 3-year deal and
one of them's a void year.
Yeah, one of them's a void year. And so you could work the numbers every way. You don't have to make this massive commitment to him. He's shown you that the type of player he is. He's going to fight through everything. He's going to put it all on the line for this team. So I think giving him money is a safe bet because that's all he's asking for is just, let me get some backing and I'm good. I don't think this is going to be like a strenuous negotiation or anything like that.
David Long and Quan Alexander. Nobody says in the chat. David Long, Quan Alexander.
Yeah.
Jamal Adams. Chef said David Long, yeah. So, it's like I said, it's going to happen.
Your boy Cartier is taking this as an opportunity to take a shot at Jack Campbell. He says, we got to pay a 30-plus-year-old mid linebacker because we reached for a linebacker.
He's not
mid. This finally coming out.
Yeah, he hates Jack Campbell for some reason. I don't know why.
I guess the thing I'd point out, too, is they play different positions.
They do play, yeah.
Jack Campbell's your Mike.
Yeah, you have
Will.
I don't think he struggles with the fact that you need multiple linebackers on the field at all times.
Yeah, I mean, they're different. They're the same position by name, but in actual schematics, you have a Will, you have a Mike, you have a Sam. That's Angel's your Will. He's pretty fucking good at it.
Very good.
Jack's your Mike. And I'd honestly say he's pretty fucking good at it, too.
Very good.
I had no issue saying that.
Yep.
Your Sam's more than likely going to be Derek Barnes.
No, nobody talks about him like that, Cartier. He was a borderline top 10 linebacker in the NFL last year. He's not a project anymore.
Yeah.
Next year he's going to be, I think, take an even bigger leap. But last year he was a great linebacker for the Lions. I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
If you
want to call him a reach, I guess I can't kill you for it because I don't necessarily think he would. I don't think he wouldn't go with that pick for sure.
When they did the redraft, they had him at like 20 something.
No, it was like 32.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, still first round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, it's a little bit of a reach, sure. But it's not like I want to go dunking on him for any reason.
Yeah. See, MPWMU says Jack Campbell is mid Spenny at best.
No, that's incorrect.
He had a great
Jack
season
Campbell's still very good.
Yeah, like
he's not great.
I don't understand.
He's not a Pro Bowler.
It's rage
Skydog
he's still very good.
Says Jack is a reckless player and he's slow. That's just not true.
He's not slow. A little reckless though.
He is reckless for sure. He's not slow though.
Yeah.
That's just false.
Hey, I think he injured a Meek and Anz.
And I don't understand. This is crazy where all this Jack Campbell hate's coming from.
It's because he's white. They're
I guess,
marginalizing
you're
white
marginalizing
players.
white linebackers.
Where's Paul Thomas when you need him? Leave this man alone.
Yeah.
No, I think Jack Campbell will grow a little bit too.
He's taking a step for sure.
Yeah.
He took a huge step from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
2 years.
Young players normally get better the longer they play.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this will be that infamous year 3 that I always talk about for Brad Holmes draft picks. This is it for Jack Campbell. Not it like I'm saying this will be the year he takes that.
But what do you so what do you need to see from him with it being his year 3?
Coverage is the one thing that takes him from where he is now to a top 5 linebacker is his coverage ability.
Okay.
I don't even think he's bad at coverage. Like, you see him swat balls out of the air all
big.
the time. Like, he'll go dive. Like, he's sneaky athletic. He's a fast linebacker.
Great
You say he's
locker
sneaky
room
athletic
guy.
because he's white?
Huh?
You say he's sneaky athletic because he's white?
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great locker room guy. Yeah.
Bring home to your daughter.
Somebody bring home to your daughter for
real
sure.
gritty.
Or to your mother. I'm remaking a poll. Keep talking. Give me a minute here.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about it. This linebacking core is deep, and when healthy, they're one of the best in the league when you look at 1 through 4. So hopefully we'll see what happens with Rodrigo. But like I said, I wouldn't expect him to start the season. Maybe he's on the PUP list, maybe not. But you know who's not on the PUP list is Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I just said that. I thought we had a Hutch contract. Or a Hutch segment coming up.
I will say that, though, to the Anzo part is like – and by the way, we don't even know. There's no confirmation. I'll ask him. I doubt he'll tell me. But there's no confirmation this is like a contract holdout. This could very well be what we just discussed, him just sitting there at home because he's a vet, and it's optional minicamp. You don't have to be there. The guy that's in your defensive coordinator position was his linebacker coach that he's very familiar with. And I think if it is a contract situation, let's be realistic about it. The Detroit Lions are still currently in talks with Aiden Hutchinson. And then I don't think you're going to see you're not going to deal with an Ansel contract until you're done with the Aiden Hutchinson contract. Not only just pure priority as like one guy is clearly better than the other. Another situation is like the amount of money that Aiden Hutchins' contract is going to cost you. The amount of finagling you have to do with that contract is going to be in the way of you signing Anzalone right now too. So like I don't necessarily think it's a contract thing. I think he'd be very understanding of that too. Yeah. If he told his agent like, hey, we want to re-sign you, but we got to get this situation done first.
It's just the business side of the NFL.
Yeah.
Like it's going to take time to get a contract done. You know.
I will reach out though. I'll ask. Like I said, don't say so, but if he does, I'm Team Anzo, and I'll be.
Skydog says, Spenny, there's a reason linebackers are this team's weak spot. They're not.
I think that's one of their strongest rooms.
It's probably the strongest.
It was their weak spot when they had Ben Neiman and Trevor Nowaski out there.
Yeah.
But when you have Derek Barnes, Anzalone, and Jack Campbell with Malcolm Rodriguez as your backup, you have one of the best linebacking cores in the NFL. So I don't know where you're getting that from either. Like we're just making stuff up to hate on a kid for no reason. I don't understand it, and it's kind of annoying. Like I guess this team is so good, you guys just got to make shit up to be mad about. So that's what that is, I guess. But we're gonna come back.
I went to Angel's Twitter to message him, ask him. His pinned tweet, 5/10/25, is him working out. Says respect is due. I'm gonna take that as a contract.
Yeah, he wants some money.
Situation.
He wants to be the highest paid linebacker on the team, and he should be.
Yeah.
And I think he will be.
Yeah.
But tell us about Mark White, Easy.
Mark White gonna do you right. Mark White gonna change your life. Give him a call today, ladies and gentlemen, at 248-290-8242. Visit on markwhitesales.com, where he can save you up to $5,000 on the closing cost of your brand new home. That's 248-290-8242, or visit on markwhitesales.com.
The bats are hot, and the weather is getting hotter. Summertime in the D with Detroit's big hitters, Woodward Sports.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well. Oh.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Stop in, sit down, relax, get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. You can get a hot leather neck shave, scalp massage, hot towel treatment, all that good stuff wrapped into one in the King's Treatment. It's Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. It's wicked awesome.
Funny because someone wanted to draft a linebacker, though. This is David Witt. Oh, he's talking about the guys in the chat that said we don't have a linebacker. We have probably the second best linebacker room in the NFL.
Yep.
I said the Eagles.
Where was it ranked? It was like...
I think it was 2.
Yeah.
Eagles were number 1.
Yeah.
And by the way, the thing that put them over top was a special team player they grabbed and just happened to fit their system phenomenally in Zach Bond. And they won a Super Bowl. So, y'all overhyped Jack way too much. I don't think anyone's hyping him up.
Who was overhyping him?
Jack Campbell was graded the 20th linebacker out of 189, according to PFF.
Yeah.
I don't think we're glazing him. I say he'll probably make a. If you'll see a PFF list expecting guys to be top 10 this year, I see Jack Campbell edging it out.
This is Dr. Eric Duncan. Shout out the Wellness Doc. He said he wants a jingle like you did Mark White. That was fire.
Okay, I'll work on it.
Yeah.
We'll get in the booth.
Oh, for sure. Massage chair house. Get you right.
Make like an R&B one. Do like a dance and everything.
It's smooth massage chair house, baby.
Massage chair house.
Yeah.
Rub your knots out.
Yeah, David Witt says linebacker room is weak, but no one was about drafting a linebacker, though. Lions fans are hilarious. Yeah, it's crazy that if you are legitimately looking at me and saying the linebacker room is the weakness of this team, then why weren't you saying draft a linebacker in the first round?
Oh! He got you that one. I ain't gonna
Because I wanted a linebacker.
That's
in the
a
first
spinning
round.
dunk.
I was the guy up here saying we should take this linebacker in the first round. He's my favorite player in the draft, and people weren't about that. So, I guess you're pretty comfortable with the linebackers, right?
Am I a good singer?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, come on.
Yeah, you got a good voice.
Oh, dude. Come on, dude. Zach Bond, career journeyman. Exactly. They got a dog-ass defensive line. That kind of helps with those linebackers. I mean, Nakobe Dean was expected to be a guy. He just had some injury situations, which last year he dipped out with injury situations. But I don't know. I'm kind of over the linebacker stuff. Let's go to the offensive side of the ball. Guys that the linebackers cover. Tight end Sam Laporta. I didn't grab the clip, but last week when he was speaking on the offense, he was kind of talking about just understanding the offense from the quarterback position, understanding where the guys are supposed to be, and just getting the big picture, I guess, what he was kind of getting to. And I kind of glossed over it the first time around. Second time listening to it today, I was like, I actually like that. And it makes total fucking sense for his position specifically, too, because linebacker, as just discussed, tight end, as we just discussed, who's typically guarding them, is the linebacker position.
Yeah.
If you got a guy
it's the
Jameson
Williams, linebacker of the offense. Yeah. You have to do both things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you got Jameson Williams. You damn sure need a cornerback, and you damn sure need a safety. At least paying attention to what that man's doing. Open up the underneath. So you got Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got a cornerback on him for damn sure. So typically you're going to see Sam Laporta lined up with a lesser athlete in that type of situation, a leverage situation. If he understands the offense in that way, where the play side of the ball is all busy with Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he's one-on-one with a linebacker or whoever the hell he may be with his own coverage. If he has a better understanding of the offense from a quarterback's perspective, Travis Kelce, Mahomes.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but that's what they got going on. They could go off script a little bit because Kelce understands the offense that way. And I think Sam Laporta is just as good as an athlete as Kelce is. You saw the catch he made against the Commanders. They fucking grabbed that was sick.
Yeah.
A one-handed is out of thin air.
That was nasty.
Dude, it was disgusting. You couldn't do that jumping into a swimming pool. I mean, we all have, actually. It's like the first thing you do in a swimming pool. But regardless, I think if Sam Laporta...
nasty one-handed snakes.
Well, that's one of the best things to do. When
it's the best thing to do, yeah.
Toss me the ball.
For sure.
Toss me a dunk. But I think they could bring this out of Sam Laporta. I don't think there was a regression in him last year. I think other weapons stepped up.
Yeah.
In particular, Jameson Williams, as you predicted. Shout out to Spinny on that one.
They called me a madman.
But I don't think there's a regression from a guy who broke rookie numbers. Broke tight end numbers his rookie year. Was an all-pro his rookie year. There's no regression. I think that guy only continues to get better and better and better. And now, again, an infamous year 3 coming up for Sam Laporta, better understanding the offense, better relationship with Jared Goff. I think you might see a little bit off-script stuff.
I agree 100%. And I love hearing this out of Sam Laporta because what makes Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, such a dominant duo is not just Andy Reid scheming up everything and then being in the perfect spot every time. It's a lot of the option routes. It's a lot of the extracurricular stuff where they're just making stuff up, where a play breaks down, and Kelce knows what the defense looks like, so he knows where to find the open spot in the field, and he just sits down in there and turns around and waits for Patrick Mahomes to find him. That is what a tight end can bring that I think is the biggest weapon because they are the ultimate mismatch on a football field. That's what a tight end is supposed to be. They're supposed to be too fast and too skilled to be guarded by linebackers and too big and too strong to be guarded by defensive backs. And Sam Laporta is that. He is a mismatch in himself. So him and Goff being on another page and him understanding defenses and the offensive scheme more will only help those option routes and those situational awareness points where he's like, okay, I should turn around and sit down in this zone and wait for Goff to find me rather than running my full curl route or my full in because this is the zone and it's open right here. And that is where Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce make a lot of their money and have done a lot of their damage throughout their careers. So the tight end can be a quarterback's best friend, and especially when they're both on the exact same page and you can use those option routes based on what the defense is playing on the tight end.
Weezy 3-3 makes the first good point in his life. He's fighting injury all season 2. And he was, in the beginning of the year, fighting that ankle injury.
Hey, chill on Weezy.
He's talking shit earlier. Got to get him. We all know we got the wrong Campbell. Damn. Weezy D. No more disrespect. He had a good one, had a bad one. I guess that's how it goes. Sometimes you pet the dog, sometimes you got to beat it. People are going to lose their mind if the Lions go 12-5 or less. This is Dark Cash. No. I think that is the expectation.
I think the vast majority of the fan base will.
Lose their mind?
Absolutely.
Even given the schedule?
Even given the schedule. I think if they, God forbid, the Lions lose back-to-back games this year, people would lose their mind. Dude, have you not been doing this for 7 years now? You know these people easy. They're not the most...
Well, I don't count those people as people.
That is the vast majority of Lions fans, though, dude. It is fucking gloom or doom. That's if the Lions lose back-to-back games, I guarantee someone says fire Dan Campbell.
I want to say it right now. I would even maybe you put 11 as your expectation, and then be happy if you get that 12. That's where you should be if you don't want to crash out like these guys that have the Pistons series. Like make it realistic of what's going to happen. Otherwise, you're gonna be pissed off. Don't do it to yourself. 12 as long as we get to the playoffs, healthy, that's what matters most.
Shift God says 12-5 ain't bad. Absolutely not. 12-5 wins you the NFC North this year, and it puts you probably in contention for the NFC. So, no, 12-5 would be fantastic.
7 of your 9 road games against playoff teams.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Speaking of realistic and what you should and shouldn't worry about, should I have any worry that I, during my, let's say, eventful weekend, made a friendly wager with my guy Victor, $100 straight bet on the Lions beating the Commanders? I feel like that's easy. I feel like I made $100. Should I have any type of worry about that specific game?
I'm always talking shit to Commanders fans. Straight up with you. I don't mean...
No, they're going to exercise some demons.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I look at the Dallas game, and I get Dallas wasn't that great, but, like, you just this is a team
the Commanders are much better than Dallas.
But this team doesn't
they don't forget.
They don't forget.
People don't forget.
If they ever got to play the Panthers again the following season after what happened that season where they ended up missing the playoffs by 1 game, like, you better believe they would have stomped the shit out of the Panthers.
I expect the Lions to go into Washington and run the ball like 30 times and just absolutely dominate them in the trenches, like with their big guys. And I know that interior offensive line, that is the game that they have circled. All of those guys know that they dropped the ball there, and that was a big thing on them. And so I guarantee that offensive line play against the Commanders in this game is going to be, or this year is going to be something to watch.
Yeah, shout out my boy Victor. If any of y'all want to get connected on some free money, I'll get you, see if he doubles down on it.
Shout out, Victor. Speaking of money, shout out to Ronnie Brown in the Sports Chat.
I got it.
Spence, you got it?
Spencer has on that. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight.
I think you guys just harmonized. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was really beautiful.
That was money. We should clip that.
Lots of range.
That's a banger. Shout out Kingdom Hearts, one of the best games of all time.
That game is so underrated.
Yes.
I want a remake.
Never
Kingdom
played
Hearts
those.
1 and 2 are amazing. 3 was way too easy.
I didn't even know there was a 2.
They're making dude, Kingdom Hearts 2 is better than the first one probably.
They should remake them.
They have remasters. Oh yeah,
remasters.
You can buy the Kingdom.
PS5?
You can buy it on PS5 for like $20, and it's like 8 games.
There's 8 Kingdom Hearts games?
There's a shit ton of Kingdom Hearts games. Chain of Memories, 365 days.
Was the first one the
Kingdom
one
Hearts 1? Yeah, is the first one.
7 more games after that.
Probably. I don't know if it's 8 exactly, but there's at least 5.
They must not have been as successful at all.
No, a lot of them were handheld. Like on DS and shit. Chain of Memories was really good. 365 Days was really good.
Sora.
Yeah, there's 2.6, 2.8, like a lot of different. It's one of the most complicated stories like ever in gaming is the Kingdom Hearts story with the Nobodies and Organization 13 and all the Arlas. Don't get me started. But yeah, the best ones are 1, 2, Chain of Memories, and 365 Days.
Oh, Chang Vicious says 4 on the way.
4 is on the way, yeah.
I wrote it up. I'm about to buy the remix so my son can play it.
Yeah, I'm excited for 4. Kingdom Hearts 3 was really disappointing. I thought it was just way too easy, but it was still a good game.
I didn't know there was a 2.
2 might be better than 1.
Kingdom Hearts is Fat Hawk Spirit, says the
And I'm hoping in 4, it looks like the graphics, they're leaning more towards Final Fantasy and less towards Disney, which means it's going to be harder and the combat's going to be more intense. And I hope they do a fucking Star Wars world, dude. I'd lose my mind.
Yo.
Star Wars and Marvel and, yeah, dude.
So do those make any of the other cuts?
No.
They're going to be in 4 for sure.
You go to Pirates of the Caribbean in 2.
That's dope.
That's a really fun one. Mulan's in 2. All the other ones, Tarzan, Hercules, all those are in there still.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta check that out.
Oh, dude, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are 2 of my favorite games ever.
Lunchbox says the Wolves aren't making it 7. Whoever said they're making it 7, he just slapped himself in the face.
Yeah, no, the Thunder is so good, dude.
I could have told you game 1 they weren't making that one to 7. What are we doing? I broke up with Aunt Edwards this year. We may rekindle things down the road, but for now, I'm good. Fuck me on my part.
Dude, if they do a Star Wars world in Kingdom Hearts 4, I'd pay $150 for the game.
Don't say that.
I would.
Go charge it.
Dude, yeah, they just passed something that...
Don't say that.
They just proposed something that said, like, they're raising the price of video games.
Video games are going to be $80 going on.
Will you stop?
It's what it is. It's what they're. It's 100% what they're.
Grand Theft Auto came out and said we want to charge $200 guy, huh?
Big video, pro video game.
You look at inflation and how it's been going.
Just shut the fuck up about it, huh?
$80 for a video game. I'm gonna put over $200 in is still an extreme.
You're not helping anything.
I'm gonna cut his mic.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, buy better games, and you won't be mad that they cost
60's
more.
too much. I hate paying it. I just now got my PS5 because of it.
Be glad you paid $60 for the games that you played, though.
Shut the fuck. All right, let's go to break.
I'm just saying, if it's good enough, I'll pay.
Tell me about Mad Packs.
Mad Packs. I'll tell you about Mad Packs. Make sure you're puffing Mad Packs this summer. They are dropping in a couple days, May 30th, 2025. Go to getmadpacks.com to figure out all the dispensaries they'll be in. Boom Shakalaka pre-rolls. They got the Keef on the outside, the tarantulas. Come on. They got High-Low, which are their infused pre-rolls, and Blizzard Packs, Moon Rocks, THCA. They are delicious. And, of course, they've just got regular weed, too. If you're just a regular weed guy, the Mad Packs weed is great. So make sure you check it all out. Dropping May 30th, 2025.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The bad boys of Detroit sports media are here. We won't back down. We are Woodward Sports, Detroit's #1 sports network.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. He's on Big D Energy every Tuesday, and Thursdays he's on Ermanni and Edwards with Maz. Tap in and watch him there, or you can give him a call if you need to get back in the game. He's helping Maz with his tennis elbow or bowling elbow, whatever you want to call it right now, but Dr. Pierce is hooking him up. Call him at 248-426-9944. Visit him at michigansportsandspine.com.
I just want to confirm something for some non-Hogan MF sports chat. I don't even know who said the comment originally, but they just said, like, hoes don't like anime. Or no, I'm sorry, they confirmed hoes do like anime.
Hoes love anime.
I will confirm. The hoes that are into the nerdy shit are the freakiest bitches.
Absolutely.
And the reason why is the freakiest no pussy getting motherfuckers are making this stuff. So they're making it super horny.
Super horny.
So if they're into that, then they're into that freaky shit.
And there's a lot of horny shit in anime. Like, pretty much every single anime has an overly aggressive, horny character.
Yeah.
Just like shooting blood out of his nose and loving women. Like, pretty much every single anime.
There's a show that somebody told me to have Bryson watch because Bryson likes anime.
My Hero Academia.
And he was watching one day. I told him to turn it off because this chick's their tits were ridiculous. I mean, what do you? I thought it was an adult show for sure.
You want to see some great tits in anime? Go watch Bleach. Tarik Skubals is the creator of Bleach. Big fan of big tits. Every girl in the show.
Is that a Netflix show or what?
It's on Netflix. Yeah, it's on Hulu too. It's been out. That's one of the big three. It's one of the OGs.
Yeah. If you find a bitch that likes The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, any of that shit, nasty. She a nasty bitch.
Love it. That's gonna be my wife
for sure. I mean, that's the type of bitch I'd wife. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you, you go to anime convention downtown. A lot of smelly weirdos, but a lot of bad bitches.
That's why we'll succeed. We don't smell unless they want to smell.
I smell good.
What?
I pride myself on smelling good.
Be nice. What character should I go as?
An anime character? Oh man. You could go as Ichibei from Bleach. Let me find a picture of him. I'll send it to Chris. He's a fucking savage.
And have you game planned what you would go as?
No. I actually kind of. Yeah, I think me and Ryan Lentz want to be Muad'Dib and Stilgar for Halloween.
See, I think you should be the.
I'll be Stilgar.
That's the one I was talking about?
Yeah, with the beard. Lisa, I got you. That guy?
No, dude, I want you to be the fucking Stilgar.
Oh, Josh Brolin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The Stilgar's kind of, he's got a little olive tint to him.
Yeah, I mean, I can get, you see the sun I got? I got some sun over the weekend.
You get kind of red. I don't know.
Yeah, it drinks it in, though. After a couple days, it drinks it in.
It turns brown?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Ansel Wells.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it.
Ansel Wells, serious, real talk. Punk
Smelly
girls turn
weirdos,
to goth girls, turn to emo girls,
Dude,
turn to anime sad girls. I've enjoyed all of them.
And that is one of my favorite archetypes of women. Is the goth. Love it.
I'm down to hit the convention, see if you can pull.
You don't even got to dress it. Just wear a shirt. Like, I've never done cosplay before.
Would you pull?
That's who.
I would do that.
Yeah. Guy's a savage.
Look at that beard.
Yeah, he's the man.
Is that a paintbrush?
That is paintbrush.
What's
I did talk about scaring the hose.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it would take me away. He's got a very complicated power.
Those guys
he is the big bad of the world, Yahweh.
You're good.
But he can see everything. He's omnipotent is his thing. Like he's basically a god. He knows everything, can see everything.
Is that a real word?
Omnipotent? Yeah. It
Wow.
means you know everything and see everything. And
I guess I am that, really. I mean,
he does a top 5. He basically does a top 5 power ranking of the biggest bangers in the verse, and he's one of them.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
All right, K. Cunningham.
Pale ass thick thighs, says Weezy D313. Absolutely, brother. Got chicks.
All NBA third team.
Yeah. Kid would make a good guy.
Disrespect, or are we happy?
I'm a little disrespect. I think it's a little. Who were the guards on the second team? It was what, Donovan Mitchell,
Steph Curry.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cade should have been over Steph.
But what you said, should have?
Yes, should have.
But you understand like why?
Steph was playing. Yeah, but Steph was playing like what, 20 minutes a game. Like
I mean, he's always going to get that legacy notch over.
Absolutely.
You know, guys top 10.
But Cade had a better year than Steph, and I don't think it's close, really.
He did have a better year.
Much better.
I think Steph averaged 24 points. Cade averaged 26. Steph averaged like 4 assists. Cade averaged 6. And then obviously Cade averaged like 9 boards, or however many he averaged. I have to pull the numbers, to be honest with you. I had this conversation since the end of last week, but I'm in the category I'm happy. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
I think next year I want a little bit more like, you know, fuck the little bro stuff. Like we're here now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this year I'm fine with a fucking like acknowledgement. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That's where I'm at with it. Is like what makes it kind of worse to me is that third team does look pretty hodgepodge when you look at it compared to like the other teams. You have Cat, Jalen Williams, James Harden, Tyrese Halliburton, Cade Cunningham. It looks like they snuck in an extra guard for Cade Cunningham to make it so that way, you know, I think that's really what it is. Like looking at this list, I mean, it looks like they kind of cheated and put Cade as a forward to make this list because you got 2 other guards right there in Halliburton and Harden. So that's what I don't like is the optics. Is the optics of this. This looks like, you know, the last guy to make it to the party. Well, we know Cade should not have been the last guy at the party.
No,
He
I
was the party starter.
because they changed that last year that it's not like forward, centers, guards.
I know it's just
15
how it
players.
looks. But like if you look at the other teams are very traditional. Like I'll go to second team. It's Brunson and Curry with Ant and LeBron and Mobley. Like okay, like Mobley's not a center, but kind of a center. Like it looks more like a traditional starting 5.
What's the second
but
team?
Ant's a guard too.
Yeah,
but Ant and Cade are the same. They're both guards, and they're both can play the 3 and stuff like that too.
Was it Ant play the 3 for them?
He's a shooting guard, but
again,
it's like him or Jaden McDaniels.
I'm just saying optics too. Like he's next to Jalen Williams, who's been pretty bad in the playoffs outside of a few games, a few moments here and there. Like it just again, it looks like the guy that was kind of just let in. Rather than who he is. Blake was a third team when he was a Piston, and he had that miraculous season. And that's like, okay, I get it. You dragged this team into playoffs, bottom of the playoffs. Yeah. And Cade, well, they were the 6th seed. Like they were absolutely unequivocally separated from the bottom of the bracket in terms of like those 7 and 8 seeds. They had very good separation there and the play-in. They were a team that was a clear playoff team. So I feel like Cade Cunningham, given the injuries to Brunson, Curry, he should have been second team. And it just feels like a little bit of a smack in the face.
If the conversations moved to the top 15 players, I mean, Cade would even then be over LeBron as well.
Yeah.
Who made the second team.
No, he should for sure.
A second team All-NBA, or All-NBA in general at 40 is kind of fucking nuts. But,
no, Cade should have been second team, flat out. He's better than multiple guys. He had a better year than multiple guys and more success than multiple guys on the second league. So, like, whatever. You gave it to LeBron. You gave it to Steph. I understand that's probably the last time they're going to be able to do that. Force him onto the second team at least. So
again, keep in mind it's a regular season award too. So like Brunson missed a significant part of the season. I know it looks like he's the better guard right now, and I think most people would give him the better guard given what he's done in the playoffs. But it's a regular season award, and he missed a big chunk. Curry missed a chunk. You know, like a lot of these guys just I feel like Cade should have been over. Yeah. So I would take Cade, but again, I'm not tripping because it's the first of many I see in Cade Cunningham's future, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I'm even looking at, outside of points, he'd be over Ant as well.
Yes.
And I'd argue, like fuck your 3 more or 1 more point, really, because Ant was 27.6, Cade was 26.
He had a better year than Ant.
But Cade had 9 assists.
And the moments.
Versus Ant's 6.
Yeah.
Ant's 4.
Yeah, like the head-to-head when Ant played probably his best game of the season, and Cade beat him.
If you're taking those assists for just like pure points, like a net rating, that's 10 more points.
Yeah,
but again, I understand the politics.
That's what it is in the NBA.
Yeah,
it's always going to be like
same reason why Jokic probably also could have and should have got MVP.
He should have for sure. Shea should have won it last year. Jokic should have won it this year.
It's weird.
So. Hold on. If I'm looking at this right, I'm looking at the third team, and it's saying that actually the majority of Cade's votes were for the second team. If I'm looking at this correctly,
the total number,
yes, put him. He was close. He was 21 points below Steph Curry, which was the lowest on the second team. No, I'm sorry. 4 points below Jalen Brunson, who was on the second team. So he just missed it by a hair in terms of the votes. He had 50 second place. He had 50 second place votes, which was the most, or second team votes.
So Donovan Mitchell first team. I get the Cavs their record, and obviously he is very, very good.
Yep.
Is he kind of overrated? I'm starting to lean.
I mean, hasn't gotten out of the second round. I think there's time to have those conversations.
I think he's just one of those
apparently he
players.
has a great roster, which I think he does.
Apparently he has a great coach.
Yeah, apparently a great coach.
Apparently
too,
great
yeah.
coach. Yeah, apparently
great coach and roster can't make the second round.
JB Bickerstaff was the problem.
Yeah.
Did he go to the Western Conference Finals at all?
He was in Utah.
Yeah.
He started in Utah, and then he went to Cleveland.
Yeah, so we've seen him do it in the playoffs before. He was balling for Utah in the playoffs.
Did they make the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Donovan Mitchell's never been out of the second round.
They lost to the Nuggets because Jamal Murray was also going absolutely fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That was bubble,
band
right?
for band.
Was that bubble?
Yeah, that was electric.
Bar for bar. That was insane. Yeah, they were both
that was a 3-1 lead they blew.
Yeah, they were both putting up 40 points a game. It was nuts.
Yeah. Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Remember TJ Warren in those playoffs? That dude was
yes.
He averaged 30 points.
Fell off the fucking face of the earth.
Yeah, he fractured his knee and wasn't the same since.
Oh, is that what happened?
Well, yeah, but also bubble we saw numbers were inflated.
Saw inflated numbers.
Yeah.
So it was both.
A lot of people discredit the bubble. I kind of respect it.
I respect it too.
Like the ballers fucking came up.
Yeah.
Like whoever was going hard. Like if you weren't there for the love of the game, your team fell back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only people that spoke out against the bubble are Paul George. That's who you want to be on the side of?
Yeah.
That's your
facts.
man?
Everybody
That's
else in the bubble said
with?
it was harder than a regular season.
Yeah. You're fucking locked in. All
and
you know and there is ball.
Jimmy Butler banging Rachel
while balling out of his mind.
While balling out of his mind and making the finals.
Oh, to be fair, that's kind of like a PED enhancement because nobody was really getting that in the bubble.
I don't know.
Shout out Daniel House.
Fighters don't.
Shout out Daniel House.
Beat it
Jr.
or have sex.
I've always thought Rachel Adams or Rachel not
Nichols.
Rachel Nichols. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I've always thought she kind of looks like Tim Tebow. I don't know.
I've never drew.
I'm telling you, if you take that.
But if anyone wants to send
Rachel
2 pics
Nichols,
to Chris,
put Rachel's eyes and nose next to Tim Tebow's eyes and nose, you'll see it.
Remember too the bubble again. Daniel House pulling the COVID tester.
Yeah.
And Lou Williams.
Lou Williams escaping the bubble
club.
and going to Magic City. Yeah, that was legendary.
That is crazy. He said for the wings. Which, honestly, I've gone to a strip club
Strip clubs got
lamb
really
chops.
good food, dude.
Yeah, I have literally gone there for the lamb chops.
When we went
obviously, I enjoy the movies while I'm there.
We went to a strip club on Sunday. There was one girl working, so I ate some pasta. It was good,
bro. They got good ass food at Coliseum.
I got dude.
They really do.
I got the Alfredo pasta with steak. That shit was fire.
Bro, it's good as fuck.
Dinner and a show.
Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, what, like $20?
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Not that bad.
For like that meal, steak, it'll get you $20 alone. You got the pasta with
That's
it.
what I go for.
It's
the
a big-ass
pricing. It's
plate,
the
dude.
deals.
It's
It's
a
the
big
deals that get me. That's what I go.
Honestly,
it's the
yeah,
deals.
and just
It's
helping
the-
Honestly,
single
not mad at
mothers,
deals,
you
though.
know.
Yeah, and you got to support single mothers.
Supporting single mothers. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
it's important.
Absolutely.
you
Give
know?
back to the community.
We love the kids.
Love the kids.
Tell us about Caesar Sportsbook.
Oh, dude, answering that. Anytime.
What do you say?
Michelle Tafoya. He said she has man hands, dude. He always brings
Dude,
it up.
always.
Always brings it up, and he's not wrong. She definitely does. But
I'm not seeing this Tebow thing at all,
dude, I'm telling you, it's there. You just gotta believe.
I'm gonna let you.
Let's
submit
go.
this.
Let's go to Caesars. Let me tell you about Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Use promo code Woodward1000. Your first bet up to $1,000 will be risk-free, meaning you'll get it back in bonus bets if it doesn't hit. Just scan that QR code on the screen and use code word Woodward1000. Your first bet you'll get back in bonus bets. Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Follow us on all social media platforms at Woodward Sports. You can find that on YouTube, Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, anywhere you get your Detroit sports content. The #1 Detroit sports digital network is giving you live reactions, breakdowns from all the personalities you know and love. Make sure you are tapping in to woodwardsports.com and following us on all social media platforms at Woodward Sports.
Chris, I just sent a picture. Okay, dude, yeah, there's no way you don't see this. They
Not at
look a
all.
lot alike. Like, they look like they could easily be brother and sister.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
pull a picture of Tim Tebow.
first up.
I just sent 2 in the chat.
Yeah,
Just
first
put them
up.
side by side.
Yeah, first up, while we're working on that, verdict on the hands.
Oh, yeah.
That looks, honestly, maybe a small hand.
No, I wouldn't say small.
Or regular size. Look how big that microphone looks in her hand, dude.
That's why I always find it funny.
Is it Michelle Tafoya?
Michelle Tafoya.
That's who he has the hand beef with?
Yeah, he calls her Michelle Manhands Tafoya.
Why? It's just a random thing.
I don't know. It's really
Show
funny.
the hands, Chris!
It's really funny, dude. Zoom in on that, Chris. Let's get a real fucking... Let's get a real gawk at these claws and see if he's really Manhands.
Meaty claws.
Yeah. These claws ain't just for storing meats.
I don't know, dude. Those are like really regular ass size
Got the
nails.
hands of an eagle.
They look like the talons. He said her Wikipedia.
I think that's pretty regular.
I think they're... I mean, yeah.
Bigger, I
Maybe
guess.
a little bit bigger. She's got some long fingers.
A little chunky.
But her index finger barely connects to her thumb. I mean, she could if she wanted
She
to.
could easily do it if she wanted to. I wouldn't say man hands.
Those
I got
aren't
big
big
hands. Like, I don't think those are kind of regular.
Maybe Anson has you know.
I mean, but I guess my hands
Smaller
are bigger
hands.
than average.
And what is this random beef?
I don't know. That's why it's so
Did she
funny.
curb you one time?
It's so random to beef with Michelle Tafoya. That's why
Maybe he
it's
hooked up
so
with her and she's like,
fucking
wow, it looks so small in my hands.
You got a really bad hand job.
really bad hand job. Oh,
Because we all know, we've all had the small hand experience. Like,
Maybe that's what it, oh, yeah, that's the best.
Oh, yeah.
Like a fucking
Spencer, you
horse,
got to send
dude.
another.
Need another hand there?
You gotta send another of Rachel Nichols because that one didn't load. It wasn't a JPEG.
That one is good though. She looks a lot like him. That's really Tim Tebow-y picture.
Yeah, I know, Anson. I think you're alone on that one.
Yeah,
Anson also the first Wrench member to earn a crown, if I'm not mistaken.
Shout out Crown
At least on our
Wrench.
show. Dude, those are super normal hands.
Very normal hands.
She's a fat thumb. I'll say that.
Oh man, I gotta get a good picture.
But also the beef. I gotta know the history of the beef. Dude.
The beef. There's got to be more to the beef.
For sure, hooked up with her. She's like, wow, this looks a lot littler in my hands.
Average.
Oh man,
And that might have been your fault, Anson. You might have been talking it up a little too much.
that picture.
Sometimes you guys gotta be careful.
All right, here's one.
That's all I'm saying. I'm stalling when he get this picture in.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Michael DeVries. I wouldn't want a HJ from her.
From Michelle Tafoya, why not? Probably knows how to work those hands, boy.
Screenshot the picture and send it as JPEG. This is Malik Peterson.
That's a good point.
What's up, fellas? This is Danny G. Bro,
I got it.
they just give her a huge mic to make them look smaller. Anson's so deep conspiracy on it.
That's funny.
The network just orders a giant mic so she, for her benefit.
That's hilarious, dude. I subscribe to that. I'm down with the answer for that. I'll preach that theory. They ordered giant mics for her hands to look smaller.
You do want an HJ for her.
Yeah, she probably knows how to work those hands.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Because I love Anson so much.
Right.
But I do want to see this Tim Tebow versus Rachel Nichols.
Yeah,
I'm not buying.
Do you agree, Chris? Am I racist that I think these guys look alike?
They're white.
All white
I
people
don't
look
see
alike,
it.
I guess.
I don't see it
at all.
All right, jury. Here we go.
You don't see that?
Not at all.
No?
Maybe they got squinty eyes?
Dude, the squinty eyes, the nose, the mouth shape, I think it's pretty close.
It could also be the cameras, the bright lights of the cameras, making them squint.
No. Naturally squinty eyes.
I kind of see it.
Yeah, it's
like a little bit.
All right, this guy.
Am I I think they look a lot alike.
What's more realistic here, chat? Rachel Nichols and Tim Tebow being twins.
Twins. Or Michelle Tafoya
Or
having
Michelle
man hands.
Tafoya. Michelle Manhands Tafoya.
Anson says siblings for
hands.
sure. Keitho says it's the jaw. The jawline for sure.
Whoa, Chris. Oh.
I was
See,
giving
you
the
put that
options.
picture up. I did not look at a hand.
Danny G says
I
I see it
was literally
fully.
looking.
This is racist,
At
says
their
Anthony
tits.
Patterson. It's the chin, says Dark Cash. Put it up one more time, Chris.
I can see the chin.
I thought this my whole life. Like literally when she was interviewing Tim Tebow on ESPN before I was going to school one day when I was watching SportsCenter. I was like, dude, they look a lot of I've literally thought this my entire life.
So you were half awake.
No. I would wake up early. I would watch SportsCenter before school every day. Yeah, so that's this is my hill that I will die on. That Rachel Nichols and Tim Tebow look alike.
This is your Michelle Tafoya.
This is my Michelle Tafoya. Yeah, I think that I think it's pretty close,
every time.
honestly.
How do you spell Tafoya? Tofoya.
See, Dr. Mario says twins. Cue Ball says twins. Michael DeVries says, dude.
I think they're sarcastic.
Yeah, I think that's an idea.
I see it, says Drew Sai. Might be the Asian eyes playing tricks on me, but I'm with Spenny on this, says Chang Vicious. Dude looks like a lady, says Michael DeVries. Have we ever seen them in the same room together? No.
Yes, you said you watched them interview.
Yeah.
Damn.
But they weren't in the same room.
All right,
Oh,
Chris,
they weren't?
you're making
Fair.
the poll. Good shit.
Yeah, I got you.
Nice poll, Chris.
Smash the like button, too.
Yeah.
I am.
Cue Ball says, no, I'm serious.
I don't want to vote on either of these. I'm so.
You know what I'm voting for.
It's bigger in Anson's hands.
That's funny.
That's a crazy one to put, Chris.
That is crazy.
You know, sometimes you just take a shot at the dark. You see what sticks. Some things work, some things don't.
Rachel has the same nose and eyebrows. Yes, thank you.
Not at all.
Throw back up, Chris.
Her nose hooks a little.
It's like it's the eyes and the nose.
It's the eyes and the nose.
The eyes
Yes.
and the
Outside of
nose.
that, I don't
Absolutely
know.
the eyes. Like I said, if you take their eyes and nose, the chin too a little bit though.
Shit, give her a little bit of a little stubble.
It's-
Go a long way.
I voted for Anson.
Put the fucking put some stubble on her.
Not at
Put
all.
a Bible in her hand.
All right.
You won't be able to tell.
Hey,
The
can you
difference.
find a better picture that's more like head up the way Tebow's
no,
is?
this one's
Versus.
It's not perfect at
It
all.
looks just like him.
Versus man hands.
Versus man hands with Michelle Tafoya, which is crazy.
I mean, she's got ugly fingers. If you consider man hands ugly fingers, yes.
You gotta be a little, I think
but I consider man hands like
they're
big,
long.
meaty. Yeah, that's
gotta
why I
be
picture
meaty.
man hands. Ugly fingers, for sure. That
I'd
bitch
say
got
they're
ugly
lanky fingers. Like
59% of the vote says it's bigger than Anson's hands. 31% says Tim Tebow and Nichols twins. Only 10% said Michelle Tafoya has man.
what link did Anson just put?
I don't know.
It's her Wikipedia. I don't know.
Well, yeah, what does that do for us?
I don't know. It might steal my account information. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Give her a beard and she's Tim Tebow light, says Danny G. It's the wig, says Michael. It's a wig, says Michael DeVries.
She's got troll hands. So is someone else we know.
Remember that. Keep in mind, kids. That's a giant microphone she's holding.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't know that for the longest time until you told me. I was like, whoa.
That was one of those pair of hands. Though. It's like you put it in their hand, and you're like, hey,
hell yeah,
hey,
you gotta use two.
Might want to grab your other hand there.
Yeah. All right, let's go to break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about something. But tell us about merch.
We tell you about merch. Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today. New Detroit designs constantly being uploaded. Every team, every season. We got the Meaty Claw. We got the Meaty Claw merch coming. We got the Rachel Nichols, Tim Tebow merch coming. All that and more at woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today and get yourself some brand new merch.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Buddy's Pizza created the category of the original Detroit-style pizza and has been serving it since 1946. With 22 locations in Michigan, there's always a Buddy's Pizza near you. Buddy's is a cornerstone of the city of Detroit, being here for 79 years, and is a dedicated community partner with notable partnerships with local organizations like the Michigan Humane Society, the Salvation Army, the Detroit Zoo, and more. Save 10% off your entire order using promo code 10MEAL. That's the number 10, MEAL. Go find a location near you at buddiespizza.com. I think the chat's with me on the Tim Tebow thing.
I think they're trolling you.
It says 36% now is Tim Tebow and Rachel Nichols twins. 54% is it's bigger in Anson's hands. And Michelle Tafoya man hands checking it at 10%.
It's bigger in Anson's. So linebacker conversation. Somebody graded every single unit in the NFL for every single team.
Mm-hmm.
That psychopath's name was Mike Clay.
Okay.
For shits and giggles, because we discussed it today, would you like to know where the Detroit Lions linebacking room is? By the way, Detroit Lions ranked as the second best roster.
So here's the full thing.
According to this. Boom.
Okay.
And now...
And here, I got a zoomed-in version of Detroit.
The running backs are 10?
Yeah.
Oh, that it's a point
like
scale.
Out of 10,
Point scale,
we'll
okay.
do 10.
So here's a closer of the Lions.
Okay. So linebackers, 8 out of 10.
Nothing lower than a 7.
So only two other teams ranked higher in terms of linebacker units.
The Commanders and the Eagles. Who do they got? Bobby Wagner and who else?
Got the 9. Eagles got the 9.
Eagles got the 9. Durs got the 10, and the Broncos got an 8. Yeah. So
That's a top 5 linebacking unit in the league.
that is what that means.
And shout out to Chris for zooming that in.
Shout out to Chris for zooming that in for
How
sure.
you feel about these grades, though? Quarterback 7?
Yeah.
About 3 points too low.
Maybe you could put the quarterback at 8, but
No, no.
I think 7's a good spot.
I think 7's a good spot.
Yeah, Hendon's a good backup.
Chargers, Buccaneers, Lions, all at 7. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Running back 10, yes. Wide receiver 8. Offensive line should be higher than 8.
Wow, Commanders got an 8 at quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's the quarterback
I'm
room,
so
though.
excited.
The Bears got a
Sophomore
higher offensive line grade than the Lions.
Get
So did the Vikings.
No fucking way.
The Vikings and the Bears both got 9s, and the Lions got an 8.
Well, if you really look,
The
at
Bears
this list,
the Bears got the same tight end ranking as the Lions and the same wide receiver ranking as the Lions.
I'm getting pissed off, dude.
Let's see their defense.
but
That's like making my skin crawl. They just give the Bears the fucking higher offensive line ranking than the Detroit Lions. They done fucking diddly squat yet. They've not even fucking touched the field in pads.
I want to say though,
What the fuck are we doing?
The thing
that is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That is fucking wild, dude.
The thing that's crazy to me though is if you look, this is again the zoomed in version. So if you go here, you see where the Lions are, that second row. And then you look zoomed out. The Lions are the only team with all green. Only team with every room being a green.
Yeah.
On this list.
Yeah, they've got the best roster in the NFL, I think. Well,
The ranked as the second best roster.
behind who? Philly?
Behind
Ravens.
Baltimore.
The Ravens. Okay.
The Ravens got 10.
yeah, it's in order. Okay.
Yeah.
But why do they get? Oh yeah, they got Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
The Lions
the edge
definitely
room.
have the most well.
I think the Lions safeties should be a 10, and I think the Lions offensive line should be a 10.
They give the Vikings a higher grade than the Lions offensive line.
The
too?
Vikings have a 9, and the Bears have a 9.
What? What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
I can't even like credit the linebacker ranking anymore after that. That's fucking crazy. I mean, I get the Vikings after you get Darrisaw back. They signed a couple good guards in offensive free agency. They drafted my guy Donovan Jackson. I like the Vikings. I could see because you saw it on the field as well last year. Last year, the Bears' offensive line was fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got new people, but you didn't put them in fucking together yet. You haven't seen them in sync. And the reason why I say that too is like they may be good individual players, but the reason why the Detroit Lions run defense or run offense is so hard to stop is we're fucking pulling guards as a deviation.
Yeah.
As an illusion for something else. Like it's such a complicated scheme that Ben Johnson has, particularly in running the ball, that not every single offensive line can do it. And that's why I don't think you necessarily just give them a 9 right away. Name value-wise, I do like Darnell Wright. Obviously, Joe Tooney's a dog. Outside of that, Jonah Jackson hasn't been good or healthy in the last, 3 or 4 years.
No.
And I don't even know who the fuck the other guy is. Who even is their other fucking tackle?
Bears, they just drafted him. What's his name? Or you already said Darnell Wright, right?
Yeah, Darnell Wright.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll look it up. Don't worry.
But somebody in the Woodward Sports chat, where was it? Sorry. Stefan Fenwick says, Spenny, the boys need a lock of the day. We love you. I love you too, man. Lock of the day.
Braxton Jones.
I'm looking at 2 of them right now. But
Drew Dahlman was the other one.
I'm going to go... I like Karl Anthony Towns' 2 made threes at -142. That's what I got right now. Karl Anthony Towns' 2 made threes at -142.
Pacers money line.
I'm going to put a unit on that. And then I like also Karl Anthony Towns to score 25-plus points at +180. So those are the 2 that I
What about doesn't McDavid play today? Anything with him?
Yeah, let me check the hockey game. Let me see the shots.
Because I feel like that would be a good one.
Stars, Oilers.
I think it's interesting, though.
McDavid, anytime goals 140. That's... yeah, I'm going with that one, too.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. I gave you 3 of them. Karl Anthony Towns, 2+ made threes. Karl Anthony Towns, 25 points. And McDavid anytime goal. Not a Cat fan now. No, he's just. I know he's good.
He's been a Cat fan.
I hate Cat.
A big Knicks guy. No, not anymore.
I'd rather see the Knicks beat the Pacers.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen either.
Pacers are
I
in
can see
5,
that
like
happening,
I
actually.
said.
I ain't gonna lie.
Apoplectic.
Because if they grab this one and it goes 7 their way, like back home in New York.
Yeah, but they've lost damn near every home playoff game. Like,
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, like,
and they claim to be the fucking best fan base or best place to play basketball.
Again, it's never gonna be. It goes back to that other conversation we had with Lions playoff tickets. Like, when they get too high, you price out the people that are like the over diehard passionates. Yeah, the true fans, and then it becomes, especially New York, those first 4 to 8 rows are all just like social status seats. Like, they're not like fans.
You also
fans
can't claim to be the best like home court advantage or like one of the best places when your team is known for getting killed on their home court.
They have been. Yeah, Andrew just said they're 3-5 in Madison Square Garden. Yeah,
you're 3-5 in Madison Square Garden in the playoffs. Like, players are literally known for coming to the Garden and fucking destroying your team. LeBron had the Garden game. Cade's had a Garden game. Like, all the greats come through and they shit on your team at the Garden. How can that be known as a fucking place? It's like, oh, you don't want to go there
because they step up to play there. No, I don't know if it's like you don't want to go there. It's just that's where the lights are brightest.
That's how their fan base is trying to make.
Because you've got all the stars sitting in the front row.
It's also too a thing like the reason I can't pick them to win this series is because even in the Boston series that they won, half of those games they looked like they pulled that one out of their ass. Like, they were down 20 points and then miraculously came back. So I feel like this team, I mean, we've seen now eight games or so where this team has looked like, they kind of sneak some wins out. And Pacers are a team. One thing we know about the Pacers, one thing they've shown, is they're going to execute most times. That's why I'm shocked that they lost that game. But I think they'll win.
I saw somebody in the comments, Super Bowl Vaughn, he mentioned Modern Coliseum. And appreciate you for leaving that comment, Super Bowl Vaughn, but I'm not going to read it or talk about it because I just want to talk about a Modern Coliseum.
Well,
we've talked about that. We've talked about that before, but can we start writing some letters?
What was the original comment?
Something about sports being a modern Coliseum. I mean, he doesn't like to think about that, or I don't know. But I want the Coliseum to come back. That would be fucking cool. Like, go place bets on 3 dudes fighting a lion. I would definitely do that.
Yes, we had that conversation.
Yeah, like what the fuck? That would be the coolest thing ever.
Interns versus gorilla.
Interns versus gorilla.
Right there.
Yeah. The Saudis. I feel like the Saudis and Dana gotta get this one going. And like, obviously, it's not going to be slave labor like it was in Roman times, but I mean, you pay a guy $1 million to go fight off 3 wolves with a giant spear. I would do that.
You can't
if you want somebody to do that, I would do that.
You can't do the Hunger Games or like the Squid Games approach where it's like, all right, the poor people.
Yeah,
are
you
fighting.
have to. No, you're giving out this is going to be a sanctioned
fight.
Yeah. And it's going to be 3 dudes fighting a tiger or something. That would be so fucking cool, dude. Are you kidding me?
All fucking day. I'm so sick. Listen, I'm a Lions fan. I have a lion tattooed on me. I get the kings of the jungle. Tigers get so much disrespect. A tiger would fuck a lion up.
Easily.
The fact that they're not fucking determined as the king of the jungle or the king of the cats, whatever. Like, tigers are fucking huge.
But lions live in prides and rule prides. Tigers are one-on-one.
That's another thing, real quick, too. Yeah, exactly.
They're lions. They're dolo.
They jump people.
They do jump people.
And the women
they make the women do the work, yeah.
A male tiger by himself is taking shit out.
I think a male tiger would take out a lion, no doubt.
That's what I'm saying. Tigers need the rest. I don't care.
They're bigger,
lions
too.
The Lions are the Dallas Cowboys of the animal kingdom. Like, just all hype. No substance. You sleep all day. The women hunting packs for you. I'm just saying, a little overrated. Tigers need some more respect.
Lions live the good life.
That's all I'm asking for.
Jack shit.
They do live the good life.
Average male tiger weighs anywhere from 440 to 570.
And a lion.
Big hoss. That's a Bengal tiger. I think Siberian tigers are the biggest ones. An average male, same kind for a lion. Average male lion, 330 to 550. 6 to 7 feet.
How tall is a tiger?
It said a Bengal tiger. It said Siberian tiger is. Wait, okay, here we go.
They do a Bengal tiger.
Bengal tiger versus I think Siberian tigers are bigger.
Oh, I don't know. I guess it kind of makes sense. The Slavics are kind of
the Siberian tigers are bigger. It says 250 to 396
What brand of
centimeters,
tigers the biggest?
470 to 660 pounds.
Say it one more time.
How many feet is 300 centimeters?
No clue.
How many? What is?
Whoa, Brian Ruth. Whoa, dude. These lions are the. I'm not going to say that.
No, read it.
No, I'm not.
They're the what?
I can't. You can.
It's about 10 feet. Jesus Christ.
10 feet?
That's what it's. Yeah, 10 feet.
Tigers?
Oh yeah, that makes sense because.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
and
yeah,
lions are 6 to 7.
Lions are It says 1.8 to 2.1 meters.
Just saying, man. Tigers are kind of underrated.
They're bigger. A Bengal tiger is bigger than a lion.
Yeah.
Tigers are bigger.
Or
they
Siberian
weigh more,
tigers.
They're more agile.
They're more agile. And they know what to do in a one-on-one fight more than a lion. I mean, lions fight one-on-one when they're like
each other.
Turf wars and shit. Yeah.
Zoot Bovan, I'm fucking with you.
Hippo versus rhino?
Hippo versus rhino.
That would be must-see TV.
People are sleeping on hippos, too.
Hippos are one of the scariest
fucking
animals
powerful,
on the planet, dude.
fast, strong,
I
all
got
that
the
shit.
hippo, 100%.
You got the hippo?
Oh, yeah.
I got the
yeah,
hippo,
I'm not
too.
that bad that either.
The hippo, I think the hippo's bite is like the strongest bite force.
Yeah,
it's that or a silverback.
Who has the strongest bite force in the animal kingdom?
Have you seen the videos of cheetahs jumping down from the trees into the river to bite a crocodile on the top of the head? And then
Yeah,
dragging
that's
them out?
insane.
That shit's
dope.
Big cats are so fucking cool.
Yeah. They are really cool. I remember when I was reading up on that shit when I was
allergic.
texting that night. Elephants were like just running shit. Like none of the animals really could fuck with an
No,
elephant.
dude,
Yeah, what the fuck you gonna do?
yeah, and elephants are smart as fuck.
I feel like a rhino could just because like the height and the horn. If you just get it one good time
Get
in
them
the belly,
under the belly.
you know. Also, a trunk is like that's a crazy like
Crazy power.
yeah.
It's definitely gives them a one up over.
And like they really don't. I mean, there's some animals with trunks, I guess, but like not like a fucking
Not that
as
kind of
mobile.
control.
Yeah,
They're like
Not
waving
the
at
type of
people with
mobility.
it and fuck that.
eating
dude.
with it.
You would
I guess
not want to
some
see. If you seen the oh man, those videos are scary.
The saltwater crocodile has the strongest bite force in the animal kingdom. Studies have measured it at 3,700 pounds per square
Saltwater
inch.
crocodiles are stupid, and I would never want to be around them. They're so big and so scary. No, thank you.
How big? 12 feet, right?
Oh, more than that.
Really?
Like 20 plus feet.
How long are they on average? Well, pause. I guess how else would I ask that? They're not tall.
14 to 23 feet is the average male saltwater crocodile.
Damn.
Anywhere between 880 and 2,200 pounds. They're fucking scary, dude. They're so big, and they're so fast underwater. And they can propel themselves up so high with their tail. They fucking shit.
They got motherfuckers in Florida feeding them and shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
No,
you
those
see
aren't-
those videos.
I guess
of-
pythons are taking over Florida too.
Yeah.
Because somebody brought them to eat something.
Yeah, they're invasive.
Yeah, they're
And
invasive
they're scary.
species. Pythons,
I don't like big
pigs,
snakes either.
and rabbits. Cats too. Cats are invasive species. I didn't know that.
Cats? Like house cats?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Where those little fucks come
You do
from.
see 'em a
They're
lot.
aliens, dude.
Cats?
There's a lot of theories
Hold
about
on.
that.
Okay, wait.
Like
yeah.
they ran Egypt, built the pyramids. That's
I
why
do remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also from Futurama. It's an episode. It's funny.
A bull versus a rhino. I'm taking the rhino. I don't know.
I saw a video.
Rhino's
of
got
like
thick skin.
A bull versus a rhino. Oh, rhino's beating a bull
Yeah, I'm
for
taking a
sure.
rhino.
Yeah.
See, that's what we need to have this fucking.
Yes,
That's why
yeah.
this needs to be a thing.
Yeah.
There's probably a bunch of animal protesters watching the show, hating us, but deep down they're curious.
Everybody wants to see
Deep
that.
down they have an opinion.
Everybody wants to see that.
Even though they're like, I don't want to see it, they have an opinion on the matter. Like they'll give you an answer.
Like I said, if the Saudis wanted to pay me a couple $1 million to go fight 3 wolves with a spear, I would do it. For sure. No doubt in my mind.
Sports, wildlife, you get it all in the
With like a
heavens.
12-foot spear, 3 wolves, easy work.
3 wolves.
Easy work.
Wow, Malik Pierce's kangaroos are invasive. I thought they were.
Kangaroos are
our
fucking...
dick bags.
Yeah.
Dude, they're fucking. They're assholes.
You also
Rodent-
want to see too? What's that one bird that they say looks like a dinosaur? They
The
jump
shoebill
up and fucking.
thing
Yeah.
with
Oh,
the-
not that one. That thing looks like a pussy. I'm not gonna lie.
They're pussies?
The one with
With the huge-ass face. It sounds like a machine gun.
I gotta look it up. The Karasari or something like that.
All I know is ostriches. Do not fuck with those things. No thanks. I don't like birds. I don't trust
It's the
them.
most dangerous bird in the world. Karasari, something like that.
Is that
Cassowary.
The shoebill one with the big-ass fucking nose?
No, that
Or
thing's a
beak?
bitch. I'd fuck that thing.
What
up.
does it look like? Let me see.
Cassowary?
Yeah.
What
What do you mean? No, I don't think we're thinking about the same one.
No, we're not. I'm thinking about this one where they got like.
No, I mean the one I'm thinking about. I don't think you're thinking about the one I'm thinking about.
No,
I don't know
if
you fucked.
You're talking about the one with the big ass fucking head.
That like sounds like a machine gun.
It grills like a fucking like Raptor.
No, it goes like it sounds like a machine gun going off.
Oh no, I don't know.
What? Let me see the bird. I'm pretty sure you're talking about the bird I'm talking about.
No, my bird. Fuck your bird up.
I think it's the same one, dude.
Cassowary.
Oh no, what is that?
They had like these fucking.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
It's
strong
like a giant
legs.
turkey.
Yeah, they got like these fucking claws. They said this is the closest thing to a raptor living now. Are those things?
Yeah, emus, same kind of house as those guys. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And they just jump and they fucking.
Yeah, emus and ostriches are the same kind of. I don't like those. No thanks. I don't trust birds in general. I don't trust flightless birds even more. Because, like, what are you doing? That's your whole thing.
Well, they're eating things on the ground, and we're on the ground.
Yeah, I don't like that. Birds of prey are cool. Flightless birds.
No, I don't fuck with any. I don't trust the birds at all.
Oh, no, I don't trust birds. I'm just saying birds are cool.
I could beat up an eagle.
No, I don't think so.
No?
Have
you seen the ones that are carrying goats?
Yeah, golden eagles. Those things are fucking huge. That could probably pick me up. But
no way.
I don't know. I went and saw those bald eagles at the thing I was at in Ann Arbor. The like injured ones. Those fuckers are big, dude. Like really big.
Their wingspan is like
it's like 7 feet or 8 feet.
It's insane.
Oh shit! Chef said he'd been followed around by an emu. It wasn't great.
Yeah, emus. There was a war in Australia with emus. Like Australia went to war with emus and lost.
Well, what do you mean?
I swear to God, dude, look it up.
Flanking us.
They went to war with emus because they were like invading the island and they lost.
What do you mean they lost?
They lost the war.
Oh wow!
We got their ass
Australian
kicked.
emu war.
Yeah.
All right, there's 2 4-minute videos I'm gonna watch on this for sure.
Yeah. So those things are fucking. I used to watch this show called Wild Recon, and it was like this big British dude, and he's doing recon on animals.
Yeah.
So like taking blood samples and stuff like that, and he was this big Australian dude. One of them was crazy. It was a kangaroo, right? And this was like the biggest kangaroo in Australia, like the red kangaroo or whatever one's the biggest one. And they shot it with a horse tranquilizer at first. And it didn't knock it out. It was just like drunk. So it was just like stumbling around and stuff. And at one point he's like, all right, let's go. And he just takes off and fucking sticks this thing, dude. Just tackles it because they're like tagging it and measuring it. And so he's like holding it down with his forearm. And this thing is making some of the scariest noises I've ever heard. Like slamming it. It was nuts, dude. I was like, if I heard that in the middle of the night, I would shit my pants.
Yeah.
And then he did emus as well, where he was tracking this one emu. And it was like him and his camera crew. And there was like a boom guy and like a dude with and they were all like circling this emu to like get around it. And it was like, it showed him doing it. And then one of the camera guys like, oh shit, look at that. And he turns around and they're being circled by emus while they're circling this one emu. And it cuts to commercial and it comes back and they're all just sprinting through the woods and like 7 of these things chasing them. I was like, dude, fuck that.
Anakin says they were actually eating farmers' crops, not invading, but he's correct. That's invading.
Yeah.
That's invading.
No, yeah, they literally went to war with emus and lost.
Australia right behind Italy and France where militaries
Sounds
are
like a
concerned.
bunch of losers because they in first place.
I'm not
like
gonna
the
lie.
old US of A, brother.
I feel like an Australian army would actually be pretty badass.
Well, no, listen, they got a nasty rap, but
Australians are badass.
Not what they used to be.
Australians?
Yeah.
Fell off.
They were literally an island of prisoners.
Yeah.
That's how Australia
They're
started.
still, I mean, you see the type of invasive species they got to fucking deal
Yeah,
with.
and the Aborigines in Australia, those guys,
weirdest looking fucking people I've ever seen.
they are the darkest skinned people you'll ever see.
With blonde
but
fucking hair.
And the bone structure of white men. Like, it looks like
weird.
people wearing blackface. I was watching.
It does, yeah.
I was
It
watching.
does kinda look like that. It looks like a bunch of Will Ferrells.
I was watching Outdoor Boys, and he goes to Australia, and they do like an Aborigine where they got like permission to go in
That's
these
a crazy
Aboriginal
noise.
lands. And all these guys are the darkest skinned people you'll ever meet, but they have the bone structure and the like
And blonde
face
froze.
of white men. It's so weird. It's literally like if Luke was just super dark, is what
Hold
you
on.
see. It's
Or if you had a blonde fro.
and a blonde fro. Yeah, it's very wild.
Aboriginal.
Yeah, Lots of gators. They don't bother you. I would never go to Australia. I feel like that place fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, no way.
All of these giant animals, spiders the size of fucking
sounds so fun.
dogs. Like, fuck that, dude.
Just get it going, mate.
I won't go there for the spiders alone.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Absolutely.
There's no way.
I hate bugs.
Yeah, they have this one spider that jumps on you and it like starts numbing you instantly, so you can't feel it on you, and then it just starts eating away at you. It's fucking insane.
See, like, I don't need that.
Yeah, dude.
I'm good.
Do you think the Aboriginals were black or Indian? Like,
they're like,
I can't tell.
They're like, it's a very confusing person to look at.
It is very
a melting pot.
Yeah, it's well, like I said, the darkest people you ever
seen. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Should I send a picture of Chris? We gotta get out of here.
Well, oh shit, yeah. Let's do this White Claw read and then we'll get out of here. Because shout out to White Claw and Ven Johnson and McShane's for having us on Friday. It was a ton of fun. The White Claw tour. We're going to be doing more of these. Obviously, McShane's is done. June 13th, we're going to be at Nemo's Bar, so make sure you check that out. But again, presented by White Claw and Ven Johnson Law. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad they had us out there.
Dude,
great time.
The Corktown?
Corktown.
That was good. The burger?
The Corktown burger at McShane's. It's a cheeseburger and a Reuben combined. It's a cheeseburger
Chris is in the show with it.
Corned beef, sauerkraut, and Thousand Island. It was amazing. But that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you tapping in. Let's go Tigers, huh? Make sure you smash that like button. For Easy, for Luke, for Chris, I am Spencer. We're the Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.